Let's look at our lineup tonight. Our flagman, Carl Mulder, up in the flag stand. He's going to give you a wave from the tower, but not with the black flag. That's not a great thing. He's also our race director tonight, so he's running the whole show from the flag stand there. He's got his hands full. As I mentioned, 2-day show, folks. We're racing here tonight, and again, tomorrow night, same time, 7 o'clock start time. And I've been told, unfortunately, I can't be here tomorrow night. Pat Mooney is away. Our backup announcer is sick. And I've been told they're bringing in a special guest, the ex-92 City FM, Duncan McPhail himself is coming here to do announcing. So I'm sure it's going to be a great show. Too bad I'm going to miss that one. So Duncan McPhail has been in radio for years and years. And he's a character. I'm sure he'll have a great time here. And hopefully you guys don't pick on him too much. But that's tomorrow night's show. And again, like I mentioned, starts at 7 o'clock. Let's get rolling here. Our first Pure Stock heat race on the track right now. So on the pole will be Stan Duick in the 07. Outside of him, Morgan McDonald in the 91. Inside, next row is a 17K of Caden LeDuc. 21F outside of him, and that is Tommy Fair. Inside the next row is the 18 of Logan McDonald. Outside is the 46 of Michael Kopp, and back row is the 08 of Lucas Gamez. And we're probably going to go green. They look good to me, and yes, green flag is out. Stan Duick leads him into the corner in the 07, but he's got company on the outside. 91 of McDonald. And here comes Kopp, all the way from 6th spot up to 3rd already. On the inside is LeDuc. Got some nice side-by-side racing out there. Track looks good right now. Hopefully it stays nice like this all night, and we can get some 2-3 wide racing out there. Stan Duick leads them into the corner as they're coming out of turn 4 now. Michael Kopp slides up to that 2nd spot. Caden LeDuc is in 3rd on the back straightaway. A little bit of push in the 07, and here comes Michael Kopp, and he's going to try to make some time up on the 07. 5 laps to go. If you look to my right in turn 1, you'll see a scoreboard there that has the lineup of the cars as they cross the flag stand, and we have a yellow come out. So Rick, I've got an idea for the yellow tonight. Now, so the yellow flag is a caution flag for the racers, but I think the yellow flag for the fans should be called the beer flag. So this is when you get your chance to go get a beer or get yourself something to eat. So every time the yellow comes out, we're going to call it the beer flag. What do you think of that?
You got 3 minutes.
3 laps. All right, we got a car up in turn 4, and we'll just get that pushed off the track here. 3 laps down, 5 to go. As I mentioned, 50-50 draw tonight, folks. It's behind the announcer tower here, and half the proceeds is going to the University of Manitoba Society of Automotive Engineers. I really like that. That's great, getting some of the young people involved in some of the automotive world. Being a garage man, mechanic myself, it's nice to see some of that being taught in the different schools and universities, and it's a great experience working with cars and trying to figure out how they work. Try to fix them, throw the odd wrench once in a while. All right. Flagman Carl Mulder is pulling in the yellow. He is going to give them a rolled up green flag as they come by. That will indicate 1 lap to go. And if you're new to the races here, the green flag, of course, has a couple of meanings. It's started the race, rolled up is indicating 1 lap to go. There's a yellow flag is a caution flag. Red flag, if you see that one come out, that is an emergency situation and the cars have to stop on the track. You got your white flag, which will be 1 lap to go for the drivers, indicating that they're on their final lap. And of course, the wonderful checkered flag. You want to go underneath that one. Rick, have you ever seen any of those checkered flags?
I think you forgot one flag, Larry, the blue and yellow.
Ah, the blue and yellow, yes. So that one is called a passing flag or move over flag. And that means you're a lap car and the leaders are coming up to you and you need to hold your line because they're coming by you and they're coming by quick. Here we go. We're going to go green here once again on our first heat of the night.
QX 104 Country with
I finally looking into how psychedelics work. Whee!
Michael Kopp on the outside of turn 2 down the back straightaway. What a run off of turn 2. And he takes over the lead.
Depression, anxiety.
Got a nice run out of 4 there as they come down the front straightaway. Stan Duick on the bottom of the track. The 57 Chevy at the top. That's your top 3 right now. I believe it's the top 3 will qualify for the transfer position to the A main. And what it is they basically line up by their point average over the last few races. They take the average of their points, and the higher points start 9th. Lower points will start on the on the pole. So that's for the top 9 lineup. The rest of them will line up according how they finish their heat race. So all cars will qualify. It's just the top 3 have a chance of moving up a little higher if you have a low point average. So, all right, Michael Kopp in that 45 coming out of turn 4. He's going to see the white flag here with 1 lap to go. Sorry, 46. His dad used to drive 45. All right. That's why I got glasses. All right, folks, here comes your leader. Again, going through turn 3 and coming out of 4 here. He will take the checkered flag. How about it? Michael Kopp, first heat win of the night. Top 3 will scale, and they need to meet the weight of 3,200 pounds, I believe it is. Yes, they cannot weigh less than 3,200 pounds because you make your car lighter, it goes faster. So they have a minimum weight rule. And of course, the scale is sponsored by Pat Mooney's company, appraisalpro.ca. You need an appraisal done on your hot rod, your classic car. These are the guys to call. I say guys, I think it's only Pat, but that's all right. That's who you want to call. They do the appraisal, and then AutoPack values your vehicle properly in case something happens to it. There's your winner, folks. 46, Michael Kopp pulling off the heat, off the scale there. And we are going to heat number 2 in the pure stock division. Starting on the pole, it will be Rob McFadden in the 51. Outside of him will be the 69 of Nick Cross. Inside the next row will be the 53 of Sean Weeb. And outside of him will be the 45 of Jeff Kopp. See, I knew I was going to mix those guys up tonight. They have the same color cars. And inside the next row, the 5F, this is Tyler Fair. And outside him, the 56 of Gary Filius. And inside, the very back row, is the 00 of Greg Bolinski. And that is your second pure stock heat race of the night. If they line up real good, Carl's going to give them the green as they come around. We got a lot of racing tonight. We got to keep this program rolling. So, and the track looks awesome out there right now. Here we go. He's got the green as flag, and the flag is out. Heat number 2. '51 of Rog McFadden is in the lead, and Who's sneaking up in behind there? Oh, that's Nick Cross in the 69. And there comes Jeff Kopp. Elias trying to move up here all the way from sixth spot, and he's up to the 4th position right now. And we've got a nice tight race here for second right now. Greg Belinsky in the 00. He's going to move into the action here right away. Jeff Kopp, your leader in the 45. The 51 of McFadden falls to second. Felius in 3rd spot. But Belinsky is coming up hard in that 00. Looks like the 45 slowed a little bit there out of turn 2. I'm not sure if something's going on with the car, but Felius is getting a little bit closer to that 45. Rick, this kind of looks like a Larry Nebel racetrack tonight. What do you think?
Larry Nebel had way more water on the track.
I do like them tacky fast tracks, so. Elias sneaks into the lead here in the 56 as he comes down the front straightaway. 3 laps to go. Elias in the 56, starting to pull away as Kopp falls to second. The battle right now is for 3rd position. As I mentioned, you want to crack the top 3 to get your point average for the feature. You'll see Carl holding up 2 flags, the rolled up flag. He's just indicating to the drivers there's 2 laps to go. Drivers are watching the flagman. They don't necessarily see the lap counter like we're watching. Felius is going to come out of 4, and he's going to get the white flag here, indicating a lap to go. I see some mud falling off the cars out there. What's that all about?
There's a lot of moisture here tonight. It's going to be fast.
Ooh, the mods are going to love this one. Your leader right now in the 56, Gary Filius, coming out of turn 4. He's going to take the checkered flag in the second heat. Here we go, Gary Filius. Second place goes for the 45 of Jeff Kopp. Third to the 00 of Greg Belinsky. And the top 3 will scale. All right, so that's the pure stock heat races. Up next is Wasota street stock. So you're going to say, well, they kind of look the same. Well, they do because they all seem to run a very similar chassis, which is a metric frame. And a lot of them look like Monte Carlos or the Cutlasses. And the years of those cars are from about 1978, up to 80. I think it's 1987. They're the last of the rear-wheel drive full frame cars, and that's why they are used as street stock or pure stock cars. They actually still make these frames, and they make them for racing, which is very interesting. And because this class has ran all over the US and Canada, very popular class. So the difference between the two, probably the biggest difference would be the engine program on these guys. They're allowed a little bit bigger motor on the Wasota street stocks versus the pure stocks. The suspension in that is a little bit more elaborate, allowed a little bit different shocks. They run a power glide transmission. So a couple of things that make them a little faster, and of course, faster means costs more money.
And this is a brand new class, Larry, brand new to Victory Lake Speedway here. It's run usually in the US. This is the first year for it. Car counts will increase and grow, and you will notice the difference in speed between these and the pure stock.
All right, on the pole, Jason Bronk. Outside of him, Austin Dewick. Trey Hess is in the next position. Catherine Zane, Lindsay Dorshar, and Stefan Clem is your cars out there. Jason Bronk in the 62 leads it. They come out of turn 2 now. Trey Hess was the winner here when I was last here a couple weeks ago, picking up the big feature win. And he's in second right now, I believe, in that number 4 car. Well, make that in first place now, as Jason Bronk falls to second, but he says, hang on here, I've got a little bit more in the tank. Side by side, down the back straightaway, going into turn 3 here. The American racers are used to short track racing, and they're not afraid to do a little rubbing out there because you don't get anywhere without rubbing in this class. Grand Forks runs the runs the Wasota streets every week, and yeah, they get a good feel of them. And as Rick mentioned, lots of them starting to make their way up here. As of course, the class is new this year; they're trying to get it to grow. Your leader in the 4, that's Trey Hess out of Grand Forks, North Dakota. Looking pretty smooth out there right now. .62 of Bronk is in second. The 5, or sorry, is that 25? Okay. Oh, that's Stefan Clem in the number 5 out of Hainley, Saskatchewan. Wow, we got everybody from all over here. The 25 cars out of how do you say that? Nistka, Ontario. Wow. Just joining me here right now, Brenda Stusky, the owner here at Victory Lane Speedway. Brenda, you were just saying how the fans can access the race information on the drivers.
Yeah, so if you download My Race Pass, it's an app, you'll be able to see all the lineups. The timing is a little extra, but free. You'll see all the lineups of all the classes.
Perfect. And it's at My Race Pass. Here comes your leader on turn 4 right now. And he's got lots of room behind him. And the next one, how about it for Trey Hess out of Grand Forks. Second place goes to 62 of Bronk, and the 5 of Clem picks up your top 3 in your first and only street stock heat. As Rick mentioned, this is a new class. We're just trying to get this rolling here, and as time goes on, more and more cars will be coming out. But you got to start somewhere. I remember way back in the day, I started a street class. I think I had started with 6 of them. By the end of the season, I think there was about 25 of them. So it takes a bit of time to grow, but it will happen. Okay, now Midwest Mods. Wow, do we got a field tonight? 26 Midwest Mods, and I've been told all 26 will qualify for the A main. So that means 26 cars are going to start the feature tonight. And Rick, that's going to be a show.
That's going to be a good show. It's one of my favorite classes.
All right. Heat number 1 in the Midwest Mods. Heat number 1, Midwest Mods. We've got on the pole Nick Hooper in the 38. Outside of him will be the 47 of Memphis Clausen. And inside, second row, Frank Veert in the 08. Outside of Frank will be the 33A of Austin Overwater. Inside row number 3, the 14 of Edward Bell. Outside of him will be the 77X of Dylan McCoggan. And inside the back row will be number 83X. And this is Carter Van Ben and Dell. Oh boy. Ben and Dell. All right. From Carmen. How about that? Could we just shorten up his name? Ben. Here we go. Green flag out. '47 of Clausen on the high line. Hooper in the second spot right now. We got a tight race here. Frank Veert in the 08. He takes the high line. We've got a nice racetrack out there. We got a few lines that guys can race on, and this is only the heat race, which is a qualifying race just for the feature. '47 of Memphis Clausen is leading this one. The 38 of Nick Hooper in second. The 08 of Frank Veert is in third. Wow. Dylan McCoggan on the inside as he moves into that fourth spot. He needs to get, I believe, into the top 3 to get your transfer spot by points. Halfway down the heat race, 4 laps to go. Your leader, Memphis Clausen in the 47. The 08 of Veert now moved into second spot. 38 falls to third. Dylan McCoggan hanging it high, wide, and handsome out there as he comes out of turn 4. Here comes Dylan trying to get around that 38 car, and we got a battle up front between the 08. Oh, and he looks like gets a little loose in the 47 as Veert sneaks underneath. We have a new leader going into 2 right now. Frank Veert, the 08, takes over the lead as the 47 of Clausen falls to second. The battle still is for third, and that's your transfer spot per point average. One lap to go. And the battle is for third right now. Sometimes it's not always the first place you're watching, because sometimes there's the battles back in the field. Here comes your leader right now, Frank Veert in the 08, and he picks up the win. 47 is second, and the 38 of Clausen, the 38 of Hooper picks up third spot. And that's your top 3 in your first Midwest Mod Heat Race. We got 4 of these, so we got lots of racing. Guys are making an extra lap there. They had a little extra fuel in the tank, so they're just gonna burn it up a little bit. I like to say they see the checkered flag, but Rick, sometimes it's you got a lot of stuff going on out there, and it's hard to see everything.
Yeah, sometimes, Larry, when you're trying to finish the race there, drivers will get the checkered flag and they won't know. They'll just keep driving until somebody tells them it's over.
They might just keep racing here forever if we didn't stop them. They also do have a race receiver in their ear. So what it is, it's just basically what do you call those things you put in your ear? Like a little earpiece. And it's communication only to the driver. So the race director can talk to the driver, but the driver, of course, cannot talk back, and that's probably a good thing. But they just also let them know if there's a yellow or caution or something on the track, or of course, also letting them know, oh, by the way, the race is over. So once again, the mods, Midwest mods, have to scale, and they need to weigh 2,500 pounds. 2,500 pounds, yep. So 2,500 pounds is what the Midwest mods need to weigh minimum. And then that is your heat number 1. of the Midwest Monsters, pushing the 47 here. Looks like might have stalled out on him. Hopefully there's no issues with it. Get that car back into the pit, but it does need to scale. Heat number 2 for the Midwest Mods. Lines up like this. The 13T of Arnie Todsey is on the pole. Glenn Manning in the 15 outside of him. Lance Ralph in the 54. Outside of him is Nick Audette in the 20. Inside the next row is the 16P of Garrett Paul. Outside Rebecca Stusky and Jordan Friesen at the back of the 28. Here we go. I gotta be quick on the draw here. The flagman's faster than I am. Oh, look at the action on the back as the 20 slides right in there. That was Nick Audette coming from the 4th spot and challenging for the lead here. 15 of Glenn Manning is leading it at the moment in that green number 15. That's a bright car out there. The 16 of Garrett Paul, and he is in the 3rd position right now. So the track's a little sticky out there. We got a little bit of moisture in the track. On their driver's helmet, there's these plastic shields, they're called tear-offs, and they rip the shield off. There's about 5, 6, or 7 of these shields on there, and they pull them off as they get muddy, and they have a clear vision again. Some of them have the tear-off comes completely off. Some of them have like a roller, so sometimes you'll see a little bit of plastic hanging out the window of the car. That's just the tear-off rolling out as they go by. But there's little thin sheets of plastic they pull off to keep their vision nice and clear on the dirt tracks. Your leader in the 15, Glenn Manning out of Oak Bank, Manitoba. He leads this one almost from day one. 16 of Garrett Paul is in 2nd. The 20 of Nick Audette falls to 3rd. That's your top 3. It's going to be a fast track tonight, Rick. I think that moisture is going to stay in there. What do you think?
I think the moisture is going to stay in, at least in corner 1, 2 for sure. It's going to be fast tonight. This is one of my favorite ways to go racing, is with a heavy track. A lot of drivers don't like it, but somehow I managed to do very well.
Well, it's all about setup. You adjust your setup according to the track conditions. I mean, I've raced for years, and you got to figure it out. But some drivers are better on tacky, and some drivers are definitely better on the drier, slick track. So, yeah, some of them prefer one or the other because that's what they're good at. And your leader, here he comes. Glenn Manning in the 15 takes the checkered flag in heat number 2. 16 goes to Garrett Paul, and 3rd spot goes to Nick Audette in the 20. And that's your top 3 in heat number 2, Midwest Mods. Okay. It's getting busy up here. Good thing you're helping me out here, Rick. Correcting all my mistakes. All right. Heat number 3, Midwest Mods. I'm going to start doing this now because I get too far behind here. On the pole will be the 88, and that is driven by Paul Veert. Outside of Paul will be the 4B, and this is Brendan Rehel. Inside row number 2, the 24, Victoria Stusky out of St. Andrews. Outside, 2nd row will be the 44 of Austin Hunter. Inside the next row, the 95 of Ted Dole. Outside of Ted will be Brendan Lashinsky in the number 16. So 6 cars in this heat race. As we get the cars off the scale, for the heat race. And if they come on the track all nice and tight and everything looks good, Carl is going to be giving them the green. We're moving the show along real nice tonight, Rick, and hopefully that continues.
I'm watching that second row, Larry. We got Victoria Stutsky on the inside and Austin Hunter on the outside. Both really good competitors. I'm looking forward to seeing that one.
Paul Beard sitting on the pole. Brendan Rehill. There's like 4 real fast cars here right in that top 4 right now. So this will be interesting. Here we go. Green flag is out. Nice clean start as they go into turn 2. Hunter at the top line up there in the 44. Beard falling back, and here comes Stusky in the 24. She dives into the bottom of turn 3. Hanging on there in the 3rd spot. Rehel, your leader, as he goes down the front straightaway in the 4 car. Stusky and Hunter battling out. Stusky goes to the high line of 2. Couldn't quite make it stick there. Give it another shot as they go into turn 3 here. Brendan Rehill will continue to lead this one as he's got a nice little line. And Victoria in the 24. I'd like to say she's driving high, wide, and handsome out there. Looking good in that 24 out there. Whoa, 24 rubbing the dirt up against the wall at a turn 4, but she hangs on to it. Woo! That was close. Brendan Rehel, your leader in the 4. Austin Hunter in the 44. 3rd place now. It's a 95. That's Ted Dole out of Carmen. Three laps to go as they come past the flag stand here. The battle is for 2nd spot. Whoa, look at the battle for the last position here between the 16 and the 88. Wow, side by side. They're doing that's some pretty close to rubbing out there. Your leader's going to get the white flag as he comes by Brendan Rehill in the number 4. And he's got about a half a straightaway up on the 2nd place here. Last chance here for the 95 of Ted Dole to try to get around Hunter. Your leader coming out of turn 4 is going to take the checkered flag in heat number 3. How about it for Brendan Rehill in the 4, and your 2nd spot, too close to call here. It's going to be the 44 of Austin Hunter, and 3rd spot will go to Ted Dole in the 95. And that's your top 3 as they will cross the scale. Wow, that was some good heat racing. Can hardly wait for the feature. I'm getting excited up here. And that don't take much for me. All righty. As I mentioned, the 50-50 is the University of Manitoba Society for Automotive Engineers. Buy a ticket, folks, to help support the program for these young people that want to get into the automotive industry and it helps them pay for some of those costs of those vehicles and that they're trying to build and that. So really good program. They're behind the announcer tower to get your 50-50 ticket. Okay, heat number 4, Wasota Midwest Mods. On the pole will be the 4B JR of Hunter Benson. Outside of him in the 07 is Jesse McCuskey. Yep. And I should be okay with the Ukrainian names. And inside the next row is what do we got here? The 8R of Jeff Rempel. Outside of him will be Corey Keller in the 4K. Inside the next row will be Tyler Dole in the 8, and outside of him will be Murray Kuzi in the 55, and that'll be heat number 4 Midwest Mods. As I mentioned, 26 B mods or Midwest Mods will start the feature, and they're going to get the green flag as they come around here right out of turn 4. Flag is out. Hunter Benson leads them out of turn 2. The 07 of McCuskey, Jesse McCuskey in second. 8R Jeff Rempel goes around the outside. Oh, there goes the tire. Number 8 still looks good. Tire, not so good. It's upside down now. Your leader, Hunter Benson. He's moving out there right now. The 8R of Jeff Rempel moves up into the second spot. 007 of McCuskey moves into the third position. The 55 of Murray Kuzi is in fourth right now. You know, Rick, I'm having a hard time deciding if it's just tacky or she's a little greasy out there. What do you think?
It's starting a little greasy. It's going to probably get tacky. I don't know. I won't put a bet on it, but it's looking pretty good from here.
Well, one thing that will help, the more racing we do, the drier the track will get. So even if it's not drying up from the air, it's going to dry up from the race tires. So she might get pretty fast for that feature. Hunter Benson, your leader in the 4BGAR, which I'm guessing is junior, and he's got 2 laps to go. My understanding is this could be his first win at Victory Lane ever, so that'll be interesting if he can hang on there and pick up his first heat win here. The 8R of Jeff Rempel is second. The 00 of Jesse McCuskey is third. Hunter Benson, a whole straightaway lead on second place as he comes through turn 3 and 4. How about it, folks? Picking up the heat win in Midwest Mod, heat number 4. Congratulations. And second place will go to the 8R of Jeff Rempel and the 00 of Jesse McCuskey, picking up that top 3 spot and the transfer to the A main by your point average. As I mentioned, all the cars will qualify for the A main. The rest of the field will line up how they finish this race. So fourth place will line up, let's see, 4 heats times 4. 16th to 20th position is where the fourth place car will start. All right, we're going to get those cars across the scale. And coming up next, one of my favorite classes because, well, I brought the class here. I invented this class. Well, I didn't really invent it. I just brought them here. They used to be a big, in NASCAR, the Super Truck division, and they raced some of the trucks were running down in the U.S., a different type of dirt track rules. And we followed the cast car rules up here for the Super Trucks. What the cast car is a pavement truck. And when I first brought them in, and back in 1996, if I remember, or 97. Hang on here. What year is it? 95? Yeah, maybe 97. Could have been 97. And introduced them here. They've been here ever since. As I mentioned, it's one of my favorite classes. I love this class. It's a truck class, a little different than the cars, of course, and a lot more to drive in one of these than a stock car. So, starting on, this will be heat number 1. Starting in the Super Trucks. Heat number 1. On the pole will be the 38 of Dan Clem. Now, did I hear Dan Clem won last week? The feature? I think he did. Yes, he did. I thought I seen that. Congratulations. That's our old super truck that me and Daryl Hines had. So yeah, good to see. Oh, kids, I need you to get off the fence, please. There's safety reasons and insurance reasons you cannot be on the fence. You have to sit in the stands, please. So if you can come, very good. Thank you. Hey, that's a big brother helping out there. That's good. Yeah, just drag her. She's screaming. That's okay. Dan Clem on the pole. Outside of him, the Tyler Kachuk in the 57. Inside, Mercedes Cross in the 20. Outside of her is Rob Reese in the 44. The 2 of Chris Audette and Nico Voss in the 71. Here we go. Green flag is out. Dan Clem in the old 42 truck out in the lead. Nice to see that truck doing well out here. And that 2 truck, which has won way too many races out here, is in second. This will be, oh! See, I was bragging about Dan Clem, and see what happens when you do that? You can't jinx the drivers. Don't talk about them, right? Dan Clem in the 38, and here comes 2 of Chris Audette. He's won a lot of races out here as he's going to try to go underneath. Here we go. Side by side into turn 1. Dan Clem will try to keep it on the top, but he can't as that 2 goes underneath. This track needs to get just a little bit faster out there. It looks like it might be a tad greasy. Battle right now looks for 3rd spot. And it's between the 57 and the 44, Rob Reese, and the 57, Tyler Kachuk. Rob Reese got that wheel just cranked there. Almost looks like it's a bit tight, but it's working for him as he comes out of turn 4 in that 44. Got 2 races here. We got the race for 1st and the race for 3rd. Your leader is the 2. Chris Audette, he's going to be 2 laps to go when he comes to the flag stand here. Dan Clem in the 38 in 2nd. Rob Reese is in 3rd in the 44. 57 of Kachuk. The 71 of Nico Voss is in 5th spot. And the 20 of Mercedes Cross in the 20. 1 lap to go. We got 11 super trucks here tonight, so it'll be a good little feature of those. The rules on these trucks have come down a bit to keep them more affordable. But how about it, folks? Here's your winner in the 2 truck, Nick Audette. 2nd place goes to Dan Clem in the 38 and 3rd spot. We'll go to the 44 of Rob Reese, and they will go to the scale. Now the super trucks, I believe, need to weigh 2,800 pounds. Am I right on that? I should remember this. I think a guy would know all these things. Writing rules and that over the years. All right, that was heat number 1 in the super truck division. Lots of sponsors out here at the racetrack, folks. Lots of billboards you see around here. And of course, they help make the program work. So definitely try to support the businesses that support racing, and it kind of keeps the whole place rolling here. Don't forget, ice cold beer. I believe there's some Mike's Hard Lemonade at the liquor vendor. I think they got in some Truly. I think they call those Truly vodka drinks. My wife loves those things. Over there, of course, the concessions, burgers, French fries, you name it, popcorn. Head over there and help yourself out to some great food and some great drinks. We're not getting any yellow flags, Carl. We're not going to have any beer breaks here. What's going on? You got to drink on the run. Okay, that's the deal. Okay, where are we at here? Heat number 2. Which one did I just do? That one's done. Heat number 2 in the Super Truck division. On the pole, the number 9 of Taylor Audette. Outside of Taylor will be Jared Kalinuk in the 96. Jamie Weir in the 14W is in the inside. Outside of Jamie will be Gary Poirier in the 5, and on the back row will be the 27 of Hayden Audette. Lots of Audettes in Super Trucks here. They must own all the trucks out there.
I'm seeing a lot of trucks there. I'm like watching this class grow. But what I did see today was 3 Super Truck drivers, all close friends of mine. Larry Nebel up here in the tower, Daryl Hines sitting out in the stands, and Jamie Vernos out in the pits. These guys still love racing.
Green flag is out, heat number 2. 96 has got it hooked right up here of Jared Kalinuk out of Marquette. Wow, is that 96 hooked up? Just pulling the tires off the ground here. So as the track starts to get faster, you'll see the cars and trucks are going to start using that right rear a little bit more to get a little bit better bite. And what they'll do is they'll tend to loosen the truck up or car up, and you'll see the back of the vehicle kind of kick out a little bit, indicating it's a little loose. But on a fast, tacky track, you want that type of setup. You won't want a tight car where a tight vehicle tends to push. You'll see they turn the front wheels and the car or truck keeps pushing up the track. That's what they call a push. Loose is when it looks like the vehicle's loose, like the back end is all loose all over. So that's the 2 types of different conditions you'll have with a race car. And depending on the type of track you're racing on, like especially tonight, you'll want a little bit looser setup on this track. They call this a fast. When tracks are tacky like this, they're fast, and the speeds are a little higher and RPMs are a little higher, and makes for some great racing. 96 of Kalinuk, Jared Kalinuk out of Marquette is your leader. 14 of Weir is in second. Third spot right now is the 5, and that's Gary Poirier. And then we have the 27 of Hayden Audette, and the number 9 of Taylor Audette is at the back there. So the 96 is hooked up pretty good here, and that 14 is no slouch out there. I'll tell you, Jamie Weir has won a fair bit of races here, and wow, it's just that 96 is looking real good out there. 2 laps to go on our lineup board. All right, here comes your winner out of turn 4, the 96 of Jared Kalinuk out of Marquette. Picks up the win. The 14 of Jamie Weir will be your second place, and the 5 of Gary Poirier to St. Adolphe picks up the 3rd position as they go into the infield to cross the scale. And that is your Super Truck Heat Races. Whew. All right. We're getting through these. 2 more sets of or 3 more races coming up. We got the A mods, or what they call the Wasota mods. So these are they look like the Midwest mods, but again, a little bit bigger motor, a little bit more you're allowed to do it. Rick used to race one of these back in the day.
Yeah, what you'll see tonight, Larry, with the A mods is they are running on alcohol, which is a clear burning fuel. It's called methanol. It gives them a little bit of cooling. You'll probably smell it in the first 5 rows of the stands. You'll be able to smell the methanol from these cars. All the previous classes we've seen today were running on gasoline or possibly a mixture of race fuel and gasoline, but these A modifieds or Wasota modifieds all run on alcohol. Another thing what you'll see tonight with these cars is they will be fast. These cars have approximately 700, some 700 plus horsepower on a tacky track. Later on, these cars will be extremely fast.
We're going to be looking forward to that. Okay, your lineup goes as this for your first Midwest Mod race. Jeff Davis in the A-Mods, yes. Sorry, not Midwest. A-Mods, Jeff Davis in the 85 on the pole. Outside him, 39 of Sean Tunis. Inside row number 2, 1R Rick Delane. Outside him, Curtis Shea in the 32. Ethan Friesen in the E3, 48 of Jeremy Guillou. And the last 2 spots will be Tevin Paluco and Brody Stratton. Here we go, your leader, 39 at Tunis into turn 3 and 4 right now. We've got some speed out there, as Rick mentioned. Now, we look on this track, we know some of these cars just love this fast track, and Tunis is one of them. That 1R of Rick Delane will be another. These are the cars we're going to want to watch tonight because they're going to be fast here tonight. Jeff Davis is in that 85 as Rick Delane takes him into turn 3 now. Rick Delane into the second spot, and he is high, wide, and handsome coming out of turn 4. And he's looking to chase down Tunis in that 39. Fourth spot is Friesen in the 3. Tunis in your lead. Rick Delane in second. Now, you don't see this very often, but right near the top of the track, Rick, there's what we call a bit of a cushion. That's where the mud starts to get pushed up a bit, and it kind of makes a bit of a hump there. And you'll see some of the drivers start to shove their right rear right up against that cushion.
Yeah, if you watch Rick Delane, he's doing that right now. As he's coming down the back straightaway, he's going to come into 3-4, and he is going to be right up high. He's going to hang his right rear right on that gray-black line, and he'll come out in front for it.
So it's kind of like a little, how would you say, like a rub rail sort of for your right rear tire, and gives you super great traction, and of course it keeps up your speed, but that also tends to be pushing up higher and higher as the race goes on. Your leader, Tunis, with 1 lap to go. Rick Delane is in second in the 1R. I don't think he's going to catch him. He's got a lot of distance there to the 39 on the 1R, but the top 3 will make their qualifying redraw or lineup. So here's your leader, the 39 of Sean Tunis, Rick Delane in the number 2 spot, and the 85 of Jeff Davies out of Devlin, Ontario, picks up his 3rd position. And that's your top 3. And they will cross the scale. The A-Mods, or the Wasota Modifieds, have to weigh 2,500 pounds also. And as Rick mentioned, these guys run a little bit bigger motor, more horsepower, a little bit different chassis. They're allowed 4 links versus a 3-link. Some technical stuff out there. But they can move when these tracks are nice and fast. So that'll be a great feature coming up. We got 15 of those here tonight. And heat number 2 in the Wasota Modifieds. Starting on the pole will be the 10W of Ward Emery. Outside of Ward will be the 81 of Jordan DeRay. Inside row number 2, Tony Casey in the number 12. Outside of Tony will be another Tony Conold out of Clear Lake, South Dakota. Wow, a few drivers out of South Dakota. Wow, that's a bit of a drive. Yeah, welcome here. Absolutely, all the American drivers More than welcome up here in Canada, and hope you're having a great time. Inside row number 3, the number 9 of Lee McRae out of Marquette, Manitoba. And then outside of him will be Cameron Brown out of Rainy River, Ontario. That's just over the border by Emo. And that is the 4JR. And on the back row will be the 16 of Brendan Lashinsky in the number 16. I think he ran. He's running both tonight. He's running the A mods and the B mods tonight. So yeah, so Brendan Lashinsky there has got his work cut out for him. Perfect evening here tonight. The weather's just excellent. We finally don't have to worry about the R word tonight. Don't say that word. All right, as I mentioned, Ward Emery in the 10W on the pole. Outside of him, Jordan DeRay out of Halma, Minnesota. So we got American and Canadian on the pole. Here we go. Ward Emery's got the tires hooking up. He's pulling that left front tire off the ground. Jordan DeRay out of Hamla, Minnesota in second spot. The 15 of Tony Connell out of Clear Lake, South Dakota is in third. So 2 Americans in second and third. And your Canadian leading right now. The battle is for second between the 2 American drivers. Jordan DeRay in the 81 as they go into turn 3 here, chucking her sideways out of turn 4. That's a great feeling, eh, Rick, when you get that car sideways and that back end is just hanging out there nice and smooth.
When it comes out of the corner straight, that's what I like better.
So these cars, you tend to sit a little further back. The motor's set back about 14 inches from the stock location, so the whole car is rear weight. It's an open wheel car. It's considered old cars would have called these a limited sprint car or a B, I believe a B sprint. Ward Emery leads this one into turn 3 and 4. The battle still is for second spot. Cameron Brown in the 4 is in 4th spot out of Rainy River. And your winner coming out of turn 4 here. How about it for Ward Emery in the 10W? Second place is going to go to the 15. And that's Tony Knob out of Clear Lake, South Dakota. Third spot will go to the 81 of Jordan DeRay out of Halma, Minnesota, as their top 3 will go to the scale area. And that is your Wasota Modifieds A-Mods Heat Races. Woo! Up next, late models, folks, and then right after the late models, we're going to have about a 15-minute intermission. And how do we call that? Beer time?
It's called beer time.
Beer time, food time, burger time, smoke time if you got to do one of those. I think there is a smoking area, isn't there, somewhere?
There is 2 smoking areas.
There is? Okay. I don't smoke, so I don't know. So. All right, up next will be our late model heat races. We have 6 late models with us tonight. And,
So Larry, if you're wondering, if any of the fans are wondering who's got the best motor? Who's got the fastest motor? Who's got the best engine builder? On days like today, look towards the front. On a heavier track with some traction out there, anybody in the top 3 cars, they have the best motor.
And I mean, and you still have to set that car up for this track because there's plenty of good, fast cars out there that can't make it stick sometimes. And yeah, but when it's tacky or sticky, absolutely, you need all those 700 or 800 ponies under the hood to make you go forward. But it's nice the guys get to use that once in a while because when it's dry slick, they're using about half that amount of horsepower.
Yeah, on a dry slick, they're just pedaling it. They're they're halfway to 3/4 throttle most of the time. When the track is the way it is today, or even sometimes heavier and sometimes more traction, they will use all of that throttle. They will be pushing that foot right to the floorboard using every single horsepower they can get.
That RPM gauge is up around that 8,000 RPM mark, or maybe even a bit higher on some of these modifieds and the late models. So, yeah, 8,100 RPM. Yeah, so that's giving that motor a little test. All right, starting on the pole, Jeff Pritchard out of Carmen, Manitoba in the 1. Outside of Jeff will be Leo Filius in the 71F. Out of Henning Lee, inside in row number 2, Kevin Sexton out of Lorette in the 57. Outside of him will be the 5G, Scott Greer from Winnipeg here. Inside the next row, Ryan Kurluck will be in the 29K from St. Andrews, and Shane Holden out of Winnipeg will be in the 11 and 6 starting position. They're going to get the green flag here right away. These late models are fast. Watch the show. Green flag. Jeff Pritchard hooking it up on that right rear, lifting that right rear and lifting that left front tire off the ground. Here comes Shane. Oh, we got a couple of spinners in turn 2. I was all excited about the race up front, Rick. I didn't even see what happened.
Sexton and Scott Greer just happened to be a little too close going into the corner there. That's what happens with racing.
Both trying to go for the same spot a lot of times. That happens.
It happens all the time. Perfectly normal. Don't panic.
Don't panic. Stay in control. It's called racing. All right, we're going to get a complete restart, I do believe. I'm looking at the scoreboard. I'm sure Carl's going to tell me that. He's not talking to me right now? Okay, that's all right. Oh, he's giving me yes. All right. I thought he was upset because I delayed beer time. All right, we'll get these cars straightened out there. Kevin Sexton looks like he is mobile. Hopefully no worse for wear. Get him back on the track. And we're going to have a complete restart, so the lineup's real easy. I just told you what it was. So Jeff Pritchard will continue to be on the pole. Outside of him, Leo Filius. Inside, Kevin Sexton will get a spot back. Scott Greer on the outside. The 29 Kurluck and Holden on the back. And we will try to do this one more time. 8 laps up on the board. Here we go. Sexton this time tries to the inside. And here comes Greer as they both go by the one of Pritchard. Oh, Greer getting a little loose out of turn 4, and Sexton takes off in the 57 as he gets a little bit of distance on Greer. A battle there for third spot between the 71 of Filius and the one of Pritchard. Whoa, getting right up close to that wall. As Rick mentioned, that cushion is getting near the top of the track, but it's also top of the track means right close to the wall. So these guys are coming by inches off that concrete wall as they go by. You can only probably see the top of the car, but I can tell you they're racing within inches of that concrete wall because that's where the moisture is and the bite is. Sexton in the 57, your leader. Hot on his tail is Greer in the 5 as they chuck it into turn 4 here. Now I would probably say Sexton's a little bit more of a tackier racer. Scott Greer a little bit more of a dry, slick racer is usually how it is.
Yeah, that's correct. Kevin Sexton's always had big motor, loves the heavier track. Scott Greer's a little bit more of a finesse driver, and he's got that Rocket R1 chassis now, and it works good on dry, slick. But today, obviously, he's doing very well.
Trying to make it work out there, and that's what you got to do. Kevin Sexton, your leader, coming out of turn 4, is going to get the checkered flag. How about it, folks? Kevin Sexton, 57. Scott Greer in a 5 picks up the 2nd spot, and your 3rd position will go to the 71 of Leo Filias. Shane Holden in 11 picking up the 4th spot, the one of Jeff Pritchard. And in the final position is... Kurluck, Ryan Kurluck. Yeah. He went off the track too fast on me. Oh, what do we got? A little skydiver going on there, or what do we call those things? All right, folks, we are going to have a 15-minute intermission. And so this is the time you want to go grab yourself something cold to drink, hot food over at the concessions, bathroom break, whatever you need to do. And in about 5 minutes, we're going to do a candy toss. 5-10 minutes or so? Yeah. We'll let you know. We'll give you kids plenty of notice, so don't panic. Stay in control. Go fill up on some popcorn, and we'll get right back to you. So, like I say, we got about 15-minute intermission here, and we'll get back to our main events. Thank you. Don't forget, 50-50 sellers are just behind the concessions here. Grab them. We do the draw during the feature time, so you want to get them early. Don't forget to grab your 50-50 tickets. If somebody would let me know how much the draw is up to by now, I could announce it. That'd be great. Then we can let people know how much money is up so far. Check. You kids just can't wait for that candy. All righty. Okay, we are going to be doing the candy toss here in a couple of minutes, so kids, make your way over there. I don't know if there's an age limit, but I think about 40 would be the cutoff, I would think, so you have to be at least under 40. If you can stand down there with all those kids, we'll let you stay there. All right, kids, you got lots of time. Make your way over there. They're not going to throw candy yet. So we got Rebecca Stusky and Victoria Stusky up in the flag stand, and they're going to be tossing some candy for you. Yeah, just make your way over slowly, kids. Just, they're going to throw the candy a far ways, so you don't have to be real close, right? The trick is if you stand a little further away, you'll get way more candy. That's my theory, because nobody's around you to pick it up, so. Got to have a strategy to this. I like the hat idea. Bring a 10-gallon hat down there. There you go. Or a fishing net. Oh, don't give you any ideas? Oh, boy. All right, all you kids made your way over there? All right. Let's see if they can, how far they can throw here. Oh, there's some way at the back there. There you go. Got to chuck it real far. That candy probably hit you in the head. It probably hurts. Candy toss sponsored by Rod Fair. Supplying the candy here every week at Victory Lane Speedway. As I mentioned, tomorrow we're back here again. 2-day show, same program, 7 classes of racing. There are a lot of racers here come up here for the 2-day show because they get extra points and, of course, the extra payouts that go with it. So 2 days of racing. Start time tomorrow is 7 o'clock once again. It's supposed to be a gorgeous weekend, so weather tomorrow is, I think, about 29 degrees, sunny. Like I say, don't say that R word. We don't need any more of that. We're all good for that. Some nice sunshine. Don't forget, head over to the concessions. All sorts of great food over there. Burgers, French fries, the poutine, all sorts of popcorn. I don't even know. They got everything over there, so go check it out. And, of course, you like the wobbly pops. My favorites, the Mike's Hard Lemonade. That's one of my favorites. Ice cold beer on a hot day. We have 50-50 sellers in the stands. Hold up that bucket there, buddy. There we go, right there. You need some 50-50 tickets right there. The orange bucket is the guy you want to see. As I mentioned, the 50-50 goes, the proceeds, 50% of the proceeds will go to the University of Manitoba Society of Automotive Engineers. They're an organization with the university that builds and designs racing vehicles in-house. So help support these young entrepreneurs and how they want to get into the automotive field and designing. Some of them will be designing these vehicles. Some of them will be maybe working on them. So it's all part of increasing our knowledge in the automotive industry, which is a huge part of the racing, obviously. And we need lots of people to keep with that program. So great to see the university putting together such a program. Good to see that.
This is Craig Collingridge, General Manager, Associated Auto Auction, 7130 Roblin Boulevard in Headingley, Manitoba. Our trained, friendly staff are here to assist in all your buying and selling needs. Cash offers guaranteed in 7 days or less with no obligation to sell. Associated Auto Auction, a cut above the rest.
104 Country.
Somebody told me about this party. I guess the whole town knew. Me and my friends were out on the front porch.
50-50 seller just walking over on the, what way is that? That's east. Yeah, there we go. On the East Hill with the orange bucket. You see the orange bucket? That's 50-50 tickets. Just flag him down. Grab your tickets. Great cause, folks.
Said that maybe we should leave. We could slide out back, climb into your black Tacoma. Bet you nobody will notice if we leave right now. I could slide to the left, cross the front seat if you wanna bump some Diffie and Nirvana till the stars go out. Or we could stay right here, and we could slide on the dance floor. Baby, I don't care, it's me and you either way. Let's watch the
So just some of our billboard sponsors out there on the front straightaway. Brazier Race and Machine. Canadian West Boots. Burdick
kitchen.
Windows and Doors.
You said you're so damn
You
cute.
probably know them better than me, Brenda. Here you go.
Okay, we've got
You started like
Fraser Racing Machine, Canada West Boots, Verdict Windows and Doors, BP Concrete, Red Bomb Fireworks, and we will be having fireworks after the races. Tonight, Concord Projects, Amsoil, and again, My Race Pass. If you want to see all the lineups, get them on My Race Pass. Roll Projects, Pioneer Window and Door, Transtech, Extreme Performance Auto and Exhaust, Turk Enterprises, McNaught Cadillac, Buick GMC, Superlube, Garage, the Toy Caves Garage Rentals. We've got Oakwood Sheet Metal, Transcona Trailer Sales, Power FX, Falkland Trucking, Veert Landscaping, St. Andrews Towing, Danny's Hold Hog, Kensington Homes, MNP, Crystal Sound, and up at the top there we got Nemco and Hypertech, High Track, FXR, the RM of Rashot, Mid Canada Aircraft, GFL, FYE, where you can be live streaming,
till you're black Tacoma.
Part Source, Weedman, and the Goche Auto Group.
Now I can
Also Co-op, Red River Co-op, Access Credit Union, Midtown Ford, Wayback Burgers, 47 Filmworks, and GFL. Thank you to all our sponsors.
dance floor. Baby,
Thank you, Brenda. Great job. You do better than I do with the all the sponsors. Once again, folks, support the people that support racing, and it helps keep the program rolling. Well, a few more minutes here while we iron out the track. What they're doing out there right now, driving the vehicles around, is squishing that mud back down. As you notice, it kind of got some little grooves and little ruts out there, and this just kind of irons it back out a little bit and smooths it out for our feature race. So I'm going to guess we're about 5-10 minutes away yet from the start of our features. And don't forget to go grab yourself some food and drinks right now, because when the racing starts, it's hard to sneak away because the action is too good. So we'll be back to you in about 5-10 minutes.
And just starts belting some Dolly. I have a feeling that was a bit of opportunistic hopefulness popping up on the flight attendant's part. She has a nice voice. A lot of music execs traveling down to Nashville. Maybe she's hoping she lands herself a record deal. Instead, basically the entire plane plugged its ears. Can you imagine? I like a cutesy little thing every once in a while, but that flight attendant sang the entire dang song. That's a bit much.
QX104 Country. X104 app. Stream, enter contests, rate the music, and more. Download the free QX104 app wherever you get your apps.
At McDonald's, we know summer can go by quickly, so make the most of all the park hangs, beach days, sunsets, and festivals. Whew. With a $2 plus tax sundae or snack-sized milkshake, or an app-exclusive $1 plus tax soft serve cone. At participating McDonald's restaurants in Canada, prices exclude delivery. App download and registration required.
It's time for Health Tags, your trending health and wellness news from everythinglifestyle.ca. Energy drinks are popular, especially when you need a quick boost. But you're probably taking in more caffeine and sugar than you want. Energy drinks can contain 2 to 3 times the amount of caffeine found in its equivalent serving of coffee. Drinking such concentrated amounts of caffeine can lead to nervousness, headaches, diarrhea, dehydration, insomnia, as well as rapid heartbeat and increased blood pressure. Speaking of drinks, head to our website to find a free recipe for sparkling blueberry mint lemonade, among other concoctions. For more trending health news and the Choosing Wellness podcast, visit everythinglifestyle.ca.
Everyone knows Brad,
That guy helped me.
guy at St. Andrews Parts and Power. But because Brad is just one guy, meet Ashley.
Hello.
She can also help you at St. Andrews Parts and Power, especially when it comes to finding the right Cub Cadet mower. Just like Brad, Ashley knows all about Cub Cadet mowers and their amazing features inside and out, and can provide the friendly advice and service you're accustomed to at St. Andrews Parts and Power, where you'll say,
That guy helped me.
or
Ashley helped me. And I can help you too at St. Andrews Parts and Power.
Manitoba weather can often be either too hot or too cold. My home was like that until I had it insulated for free through Efficiency Manitoba's Energy Efficiency Assistance Program. I also received other upgrades to help me save even more money and energy. If you're a homeowner or renter with a limited income, see if you can too. Find out if you qualify for the Energy Efficiency Assistance Program by going to efficiency.mb.ca/EEAP.
Are you tired of wasting precious time and money driving outside the city for your vehicle needs? Well, listen up, because I have a solution. Hi, everybody. This is Paul Edmonds. Do your next vehicle shop at Jim Gauthier Chevrolet. We're your one-stop destination for all your vehicle needs right in the heart of the city. So remove the hassle of traveling outside Winnipeg to buy or service your next vehicle, and know that you can find everything you need at Jim Gauthier Chevrolet, where you're so close to your best car deal. Jim Gauthier Chevrolet, 1400 McPhillips.
Fire safety starts with you. Help keep your family safe, indoors and out, by creating a fire escape plan that includes 2 ways out of every room. Pick a spot to meet outside and practice the plan at least twice a year. And while enjoying the outdoors this summer, keep an eye out for sparks. Adopt a fire-safe mindset and make sure to extinguish fire pits after bonfires. Talk to your insurance broker today to see if there are additional things you can do to stay fire safe, or visit ibam.mb.ca.
Just minutes from the perimeter, along the stunning scenery of the LaSalle River, is the hidden gem you didn't know you were searching for, River Oaks Golf Course. Play around, then enjoy a home-style post-game meal on their brand-new patio. Book now at riveroaksgolf.ca or call 261-GOLF.
Share the food, share the company, share the tradition at Sadlery on Market in the Exchange. Catch the delicious aroma of perfectly grilled ribs from blocks away every Thursday and Friday all summer long, and hit the patio for a backyard barbecue. Stop by the Sadlery patio from 3:30 till 8:30. Enjoy ribs and a pint of beer for just $20 plus tax. Start a new after-work tradition Thursdays and Fridays all summer long at Sadlery on Market in the Exchange. Please drink responsibly.
See the world. Find yourself. And keep a little bit of home in your pocket when you stream QX104 Country.
It was a summer before the real world started, and the deal was we would get to go if we cleaned it up and got it running. That is old Winnebago, and winging a prayer down a 65, 5 best friends on football tires. I can still see Billy smiling when we finally made it to Talladega. Boys raised the whiskey in gold glass. Here's to turning up, slowing down in cars that go real fast. We were laughing and living, drinking and wishing and thinking as that checkered flag was waving. Sure would like to stay like a stone. Time rolls on. You can't hit pause, that's when just do. Most days in life don't stand out, but life's about those days that we all like. Rockin' rando, getting rowdy, shooting Roman candles at the Man in the Moon till the Alabama sun was breaking. Over Talladega, boys raised up, a whiskey in your glass. Here's to turn it up, slowing down, and cars that go real fast. We were laughing and living and drinking and wishing and thinking as that checkered flag was waving. Sure like to stay. Talladega. When the winds grow cold and it blows October, I think about us shoulder to shoulder. Like those cars, my thoughts roll over and over and over in my mind. Tonight I'm in Talladega, boys raised up, a whiskey in your glass. Here's to turn it up, slowing down, and cars that go real fast. We were laughing and living and drinking and wishing and thinking as that checkered flag was waving. I sure would like to stay. Talladega.
Alrighty, folks, make your way back to your seats. We've got feature racing starting here right now. Up first will be your Wasota Pure Stocks. 15 cars are going to start this race. And hang on one second. Oh, I've got the lineup right here. Starting on the pole will be the 56 of Gary Filius. Outside of Gary in the 45 will be Jeff Kopp. Inside row number 2 will be the 51 of Rob McFasden. Outside of him in the 07, Stan Duick. Inside row number 3, Caden LeDuc in the 17K. Outside of him will be the 46 of Michael Kopp. Inside next row, the 00 of Greg Bolinski. Outside of him will be the 91 of Morgan McDonald. Inside row number 5, the number 18 of Logan McDonald. Outside of him will be the 5F of Tyler Fair. Inside row number 6, 21F of Tommy Fair. Outside of him will be the 207 of Justin Cross. Row number 7 will be the 53 of Sean Weeb. Outside him, the 69 of Nick Cross. And on the back row, the 08 of Lucas Gomas. Here is your main event for the Pure Stock Wasota Pure Stock Division, and the green flag will be, so we've got a drop green flag. So, as I was mentioning, a green flag can mean a couple of things. When the flagman drops the green, doesn't wave it, that means he doesn't like the start, and he wants the cars to go so they don't bunch up and cause all sorts of crashing, and we just got to keep them nice and smooth, and they go down the front straightaway. Rick, that can be a scary thing when you're in a car somewhere near the mid or back pack and that green flag doesn't wave.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on for a little bit there. I mean, the race director will be telling you in your ear, but you're looking at 50 different things. You got guys banging into you. It gets a little bit hectic when they don't throw the green, and then you have to go back to your spot again, get lined up, and get ready to try this all one more time.
A lot of stuff going through the racer's mind because you're trying to get into that race mode. You're on the throttle, you're on the brake, both at the same time. You're expecting that green flag to drop. Very tense, but a great job out there by the drivers to keep it nice and clean. Carl will get them tightened up a little bit tighter here, and hopefully we're going to get a green start here. As I mentioned, the 56 of Gary Felius is on the pole. Outside of him, the 45 of Jeff Kopp. And here we go, green flag. Oh, Caden Leduc sneaking through there as he pulls into that third spot. But everybody stays nice and clean as we get through turn 1 here. Down the back straightaway, your leader, the 56 of Felius, Kopp in second, and Leduc sneaks into that third spot. Now Leduc, oh, he was running third. No, sorry, he was in the, oh, we got a car over turn 3 and 4, and that is going to bring out the yellow. Here he comes back on the track. Now, Carl's going to tell me whether we got a lap in or not. I'll just look at our race scorekeepers up here. Do we have a lap in, or are we going with a complete restart? My guess it's a complete restart. I'm still showing 15 laps up on the scoreboard, so we did not get what you call a completed lap in. What that means is all cars must cross the flag stand, and that is considered one complete lap. So we are going to have a complete restart. And once again, the lineup is easy because it's exactly what it was. And we're just going to restart it just the way they were. The drivers will be notified through their headsets that it is a complete restart, so we'll get them lined back up here. Once again, Felius in the 56 will be on the pole. Outside of him will be the 45 of Jeff Kopp. Rob McFadden in the 51 in the second row. The 00 of Stan Duick will be outside of him. The 17K is actually in the third row inside, so he needs to move back, which he did. Now, the yellow was probably for that 5, and that's the 5F of Tyler Fair, so he will move to the back, and everybody else will just move straight ahead. We're looking for the 51 of McFadden. He needs to move back into that inside second row. I see him there. We'll see. They're going to communicate to him to try to get him to move up there. If he doesn't, they will just tighten up the field the way it is. As I mentioned, they have a headset in their helmet that they can hear the race director. They cannot talk back to him, but they can hear what he's saying. And it's a one-way communication just to notify them for lineups, yellow flags and cautions, stuff like that. Having a hard time getting communication to the 51. It could be his headset, maybe the battery dead or something. They'll try to move him up manually if they can't. Oh, here he goes now. And we'll get him into position. And we should be ready to go. Now, racers that have been racing for a while, when it's a complete restart, they know to just go back to the original spot. Some of the new guys aren't familiar with how it works. And especially in the beginner classes, which the pure stock division is somewhat of a beginner class for racing. They need to start. They need to learn this, and it's not easy. So, and we've got a dead car and turn number 1. That will keep the yellow out. We need a push truck over to turn 1. Push quad. Sometimes just trying to get everything organized takes a little bit, but the drivers, for the most part, know where they are on the track, and they're usually pretty good.
Sometimes you'll get a driver that wants to sneak in or move up one spot when he's not supposed to be there, but that was kind of back in the old days when we did not have transponders or race receivers in our car. You could sometimes get away with it when the flagman at the time, Dale McEwen, wouldn't notice it, but these days it's a little more technical, and you cannot get away with sneaking up.
You never pulled that stunt, did you, Rick? Never. All right. Okay, your leader, and we should get a green flag here. 56 of Felius takes the green. Here we go. Aiden LeDuc trying to get that bottom line there. Got to watch and keep your nose nice and clean because you don't want to get out of the race early. You got 15 laps up there. Lots of time. Flat tire in the 51. He pulls to the infield, but that's fine. That'll keep us green. Filius leads it down the front straightaway. And he's followed by 2 cop cars. They should put sirens on those cop cars, Rick.
That's a good one, Larry.
Well, they told me to pick up the jokes a bit here. Filius in the 56. Cop in second and third. LeDuc, the battle is, wow, what a tight race. 3 wide in that 4th position or 3rd position, you want to call it. Here comes Belinsky, slides right up in front of everyone. Oh, and he goes off the top of turn 2. And that'll cost him about 5 spots. He's got lots of time. 13 laps to go. He'll get back up there. Filius, your leader. Cop. Oh, which cop do we got in second? That's the 46. Oh, they're stealing my papers. 46 is Michael Kopp. That's Jeff's Kopp's son. No, that's 45. Oh, that is Jeff Kopp. All right. Oh, it is Michael Kopp. Okay. They should put a big M or something on there. A J or an M. LeDuc in the 17 is in 3rd spot. That's the 16. Rick's not helping me much. 91 of Morgan McDonald, I believe, is in that orange car in the 4th spot right now. Now we do have coming up to a lap car here, and as Rick mentioned earlier, we were talking about the flags. So the blue and yellow flag that you will see come out will be called what they call a move-over flag, or the, spinner in the 53, but he stays on the throttle, will stay green. So this blue and yellow flag is what they're called a passing flag or a lap car, just indicating to the driver in the 21F. The fast cars are on your tail. Just hold your line where you are. They're going to get around you just fine. Don't worry about it. But don't be driving all over the track. Just keep your line. They'll get around you. They know it's not their first rodeo out there.
As Pat Mooney would say, there's a race going on and you're not in it. That's what the blue and yellow flag is for.
That's a good point, yep. Wow, look at this here. It's that lap car is causing a little bit of issues for our leaders. And look at this tighten up here. LeDuc getting right up on the 56 of Filius. Kopp, as they try to get her. Now that 21 is pretty fast. He's holding his line at the top. He looks pretty good, but it sure stirs up the front of the pack here and adds to some great racing. Kopp goes to the bottom in that 46. What a race we got for the lead here. I'd say the top, looks like the top 7 here, Rick, is they're pulling away from the field here, and I think anybody's got a chance at this.
Any one of these cars can win this race. There's still 5 laps left, but my money's going with 56.
Wow, he's got the 56. I don't know, that LeDuc and that 17, and he picked up a win, I heard, on the weekend, or was it last weekend or this weekend? So that 57 Chevy, it's been looking real good out here lately. He just might pull this off. So what are we betting here? A buck or what's on the bet here?
No gambling allowed at Speedway, Larry.
All right. Well, one imaginary dollar. All right, I don't know who our leader is here. It's so tight here. We got the Filius. We got LeDuc and Kopp. As we got a couple more lap cars that they need to get around here. What a battle for the top 3 here as they come down the front straightaway. 3 laps to go. Filius hanging on to that lead. LeDuc in second, Kopp in third. That's your top 3 right there into turn 3 right now. LeDuc is going to try that high line and put a little bit more, push that right pedal to the floor a little harder. He's got 2 laps to do it. See if that 57 Chevy with that 283 can do it. I don't think it's a 283. 1 lap to go as they come down the front straightaway. Your leader, Felius in the 56. LeDuc, this is do or die now in that 17 car if he's going to try to catch that 56. But, oh, we got some smoke coming out of the back of the Cadillac there. And down the back straightaway, he'll keep it going. Your leader coming out of turn 4. How about it? 56 Aphelias. LeDuc in second, and Kopp picks up your top 3 spot in the Spear Stock main event tonight, and she's real greasy in turn 1 and 2 there. There's a whole bunch of water and coolant, or maybe oil for that matter, laying all over the track. They'll get that cleaned up. How about it, folks? The 56 of Gary Filius hanging on there. And a great run by LeDuc in the 17K, finishing in second. And of course, the 46 of Michael Kopp in the third position. Now the top 5 need a scale on the appraisalpro.ca scale here. And if he gets the green light, this is your winner. We're looking for a green light here. That means he meets the weight, and they will... Another little sign usually, Rick, because they tend to give them a checkered flag also. Let's see if he gets it.
He's got it, Larry. Green lights on. He's making his way to the flag stand for his trophy, his check, and his interview.
All right, we got a job to do. We got to head down. How about it, folks? We're going to get Gary Filius out of the car here right away and get him into victory lane, and we're going to have a short interview with him. We've got a big check to give him. Once he gets all unstrapped there, folks, let's give him a big round of applause. It takes a lot to win out here, I'll tell you. He can hear you in the car. He's just trying to get unstrapped. A lot of safety equipment there. All right. There he is. How about it? Gary Filius. And the 56 picking up the Pure Stock win. I used to race against this guy. I had a lot of fun racing with him. Gary, come on up here. Great job there, buddy. You need some help. You're an old guy like me here. Come on, step up here in the winner's circle. All righty. Gary, great run out there. Little bit of a fast track, would you say?
Nice track. Nice to start that one up front.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow, that car looked real good out there. So you've had that car for a little while now.
Yeah, we've had it for a while, yeah. Joe used to drive it, but he's fired.
He lost his job, did he? Well, you got some sponsors, want to thank?
Yeah, DG Service, Wireworth Orthodontics, and TriStar Traffic.
Beautiful. All right, we got a big check here for you for $600. Whoa, making money racing. There you go. Okay, Gary, you got that little trophies for any kid you want to give it to here, and congratulations. Let's get out of here. Congratulations, Gary Filius picking up the big win. Holy cow, you almost get a tackle down there by all these kids.
That's the only one over, right?
Did you survive, Rick? Hey. Good thing I'm in shape. Go up and down these stairs. Where's my partner, Rick? A little slow behind. Oh, it's the most exercise he's done all week. All right, Gary Filius will jump back in that 56. Great job. Congratulations on your feature win, Gary. All right, up next, Wasota Street Stock main event. So this is the Wasota Streets. We talked about these, Rick. What's a couple of differences between the street stock and the pure stock? Engine program is one of them. Transmission, suspension. As you mentioned, they run regularly in Grand Forks. Very, very fast car. This is about the fastest you can get a street stock to go.
And I would assume there's a little bit of a money difference too. That always helps.
Yeah, these the motor program on these is a little bit higher than the pure stock. The pure stock keeps a what they call limited engine, which keeps the dollars down a bit on them. The street stock class, a little bit more money, which of course makes them go a little faster. And of course, you start adding in some extra suspension, and the price tends to go up a little bit, but it adds for the show. Okay. Whew, that was a good jog up the stairs. Good thing we ran a half a marathon. Are you going to be able to do this all night?
I wasn't prepared for this, Larry. I got to eat my Wheaties this morning.
I think you need some more of that Mike's Hard Lemonade stuff there. That'll help you out. Okay, your lineup goes as this for your Wasota Street Stock main event. Starting on the pole will be the 5K of Stefan Clem out of Henley, Saskatchewan. Outside of him, the 07 of Austin Duick out of New Bothwell, Manitoba. Inside row number 2 will be Jason Bronk out of West St. Paul. The 4 of Trey Hess out of Grand Forks, North Dakota. 25 of Catherine Stay out of, oh, I wish I could say this town. I'm going to put on my glasses. Kamostuka, Ontario. Not even sure where that is. That could be close to Thunder Bay, maybe, or somewhere in that area. And then outside of Catherine is the 14 of Lindsay Dorsher out of Winnipeg. So that is your street stock feature lineup. I see 15 laps up on the board. And we are just... Oh, they're cleaning up that, as I mentioned, there was a bit of an oil spill. It was either oil or coolant, either one. Very dangerous, needs to be cleaned up. Rick, that can definitely cause some issues for drivers.
Yeah, especially with a track tonight, you're going fast into the corners, and if there's a bit of an oil slick or coolant there, your car's going to tend to slide through it. It's going to throw off the drivers. It could cause a spin. We don't want that, so the track officials are doing their best to get some drying compound on there, suck up that oil, and we'll get going right away.
Safety is always number one here at Victory Lane Speedway. We got the cars rolling here now, folks, so they're going to bring them around. Carl Mulder, our flagman race director, is, I'm not sure if he's going to give them one to go or we're going to go green. If they're a nice tight lineup here, we're going to see what he says as they come around. Stefan Clem out of Hartley, Saskatchewan is your pole setter right now. And he's showing them one to go. That's the rolled up green. So I'll just give everybody a chance to check your belts. Make sure everything's all nice and snug when you're in the car. Rick, was that ever an issue with you with the belts?
It was never an issue with me with the belts. I always remember to do stuff like that, but it can happen. It does happen. Sometimes you are rushing a little bit and you don't get them tightened, or you miss one of your straps, and you'll feel it right away. You'll know the second you get out there that something is wrong.
I know the drivers like to kind of snug them up once they get onto the track, so it gives them that opportunity. The other little thing to remember, make sure that steering wheel is locked on. That can happen where that wheel comes off. All right, we're going to go green here right away at your street stock main event. Here we go. Green flag is out. Stefan Clem is your leader, but look who's on the bottom in the 4. That's Trey Hess, the winner here a few weeks ago. What a race coming out of turn 4. The battle is for first place. Here goes Trey Hiss on the bottom. Oh, we got a spinner in turn 2 here. That was the 5 of Stefan Clem. Loops it around, and that's probably going to bring out our yellow. Yes, it does. Well, the good news and bad news is, good news is he gets to keep racing. Bad news is he has to go to the back.
One thing I'd like to mention, Larry, is I would like to thank all the long-distance drivers that are here today. The drivers from the U.S., drivers from Saskatchewan today. We have drivers from Ontario. It is awesome to see them again. We've missed them. There has not been a lot of American or long-distance drivers in the last few years here at the Speedway, but now they are paying tow money. In case anybody didn't know, that's they give a little bit of extra money to drivers that come a long distance, say from the States or from Henley, Saskatchewan or Ontario today. And we have 3 out-of-town drivers in this race right now, and it is sure good to see them. It doubles our car count, and I'd just like to say thank you to them, and thanks for the track for once again paying tow money to bring these drivers out here.
It all helps. It's as we know, fuel isn't cheap, and it costs you money to travel, so it definitely helps out. Okay, we are going to be going green for the 4 of Trey Hiss is starting on the front, and the green flag is out. Second spot is Jason Bronk. Jason Bronk is our point leader right now at Victory Lane. And here he comes. What a run off of turn 2 on the back straightaway. As they go into turn 3, Jason Bronk found the loud pedal there, and wow, he just, oh, we got a crash right in turn. Coming out of 4 into the wall. Ooh boy, we got a little bit of damage here. And that'll bring out the yellow. Well, this is too bad because that's the number 5 of Stefan Clem. He was running real well. I don't know what happened there. Rick, did you see what happened?
They just came out of corner 4 and just happened to touch, and one hit the wall, the other hit him. It didn't look like a whole lot of damage. Maybe the number 5 will be back out. Maybe he just had a flat tire. I couldn't see it from my vantage point.
Looked like that right front was on a pretty wicked angle. I'm going to guess there's a bent control arm or something there. We were talking about this earlier about that cushion or running that near top of the track. The disadvantage of that is you're running right close to that wall. As I mentioned, you're running inches off that wall, and you get tapped or even hook a little rut or any little thing like that. All of a sudden you find yourself rubbing that wall, and that wall's made out of concrete, not styrofoam, so it tends to do a little damage. So we're going to give the driver a chance to see if he can get the car back out. I'm not sure if that's possible. They're just talking to the officials in the pit area to see if he's possible to come out. Oh, I forgot to say, when the yellow comes out, that's our beer flag. Beer and food flag. Oh man, we missed 2 laps of beer flag. Oh, 1 lap to go. Gonna have to be quick now. Looks like we are going to go green. Here we go. Trey Hiss in the 4 is your leader. 62 of Bronk is in second. This is a great race for first here. A battle at the back is for third spot as they're 3 wide. Jason Bronk. He's got a great run on that 62. I think he's going to give Trey a run for his money here. Your leader, Trey Hiss, out of Grand Forks, North Dakota. Jason Bronk out of West St. Paul. We've got the American and the Canadian. 1-2 out there. 14 of Lindsay Dorscher out of Winnipeg is in third right now. Kids, I need you to get off the fence over there on the east side of the hill. Kids, back up from the fence. If there's a parent or somebody near those kids, they need to be off that fence. A car can come into that fence and you'll get seriously hurt. Please back up from the fence. Do not hang on the fence, please. Security, maybe we could get security down there to remove the kids and bring them back. That's the most dangerous spot to stand. Please do not hang on the fence or stand near the fence. You can sit in the front row. It's great. You'll see lots of great racing, but you need to back up from the fence, please. I need you off the fence, please. You with the tie-dye shirt, back up, please, from the fence. Back up 10. You need to be way back, please. Uh-oh, here comes security. Now you're in trouble. All right, 6 laps to go. Your leader, Trey Hess from North Dakota. 62 of Jason Bronk out of West St. Paul. Trying to pick a line out there that you can get a little bit more bite. The track looks fast pretty well everywhere, so it's trying to find that just a little bit of an advantage out there. (14) of Lindsay Dorscher out of Winnipeg is in third. The 25 of Catherine Stay out of Ontario is in the 4th position. The 07 of Austin Durek is 5th. Your leader coming out of turn 4 here is going to get 2 laps to go as they come past the flag stand. Jason Bronk. I thought he was catching him there for a while, Rick, but looks like he's kind of dropping back a bit. Looks actually a bit loose out there.
He's got a little bit of ways to go. I do not think he's going to do it today, and Trey Hess is, I believe he's going to take this one. That's where my money's going.
We got a spinner in turn 4, but he's at the bottom of the track. Let's see if they stay green here. They do. And it looks like we're safe to continue. All right, the white flag is out here. Your winner coming around turn 4 will be the 4 of Trey Hess out of Grand Forks, North Dakota. Second spot will go to the 62 of Jason Bronk out of West St. Paul. And the third spot to the 14 of Lindsay Dorscher out of Winnipeg. How about it, folks? As we mentioned, there's going to be more and more of these streets coming out as the year goes on. We'll slowly get this class built up. So, all right, you kids, leave me a little room down there. I got to get to the flag stand. Oh. And Jason Bronk is on the scale right now, second place car, and he's good to go. And they'll wave the winner ahead of everybody because, well, we need him down in victory lane here to get his big check. And we'll do a quick interview with him. And if he gets that checkered flag and a green light, we are good to go here. And I do believe he is getting a checkered flag. Trey Hess, how about it, folks? He's going to get around the front straight. We're going to have a quick interview with him. And congratulations on picking up another feature win here. We'll get him down front here. Let me in here, kids. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Can you just back up a bit? Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Okay, back up, you guys. You need to back up. You got to stay up on top there. You can't come in here. Up on the stage. Back up. Back up. Trey Hess is just cooling that car down. It's probably running a little warm. It's hot out there today. You'll get that temperature. How about it? He's getting out of the car. Give him a big round of applause here. Woo! We're going to get Trez down here at the Victory Lane and have a quick chat with him and give him another big check here. You're younger than the last guy that was up here. You can climb that pretty good. Chris, how you doing out there? You look pretty fast.
Yeah, this car's
You got a lot of fans here in Winnipeg.
I guess so. Yeah, this track's awesome. Having a lot of fun coming up here. Car's working great. Yeah, I just got to thank everybody that helps me in my program and makes this thing tick.
Well, it's nice to see the Americans starting to come up here. We'll get a few more of you guys. Now, I know last time I was here you won. Is this your second win here, or did you win it again?
This is number 3 here this year.
Oh, that's you're doing well here. That's congratulations. Got another big check here for you. And here's a little trophy. Give to one of the kids here. A little hectic up here, eh? Congratulations once again, Trez out of Grand Forks, North Dakota. We're going to do the 50-50 draw. Okay, here we go. Get your tickets ready for the 50-50 draw.
Okay, we have our nonprofit representative here today. He's going to say a few words. The 50-50 share for the winning ticket will be $1,108. Okay, here we go.
All right, thanks everybody for doing 50-50. It's supporting the Society of Automotive Engineers at the University of Manitoba. It's an organization that allows all our students to develop our engineering skills. Develop our engineering skills and put our theory to practice. It also helps us teach kids a lot about engineering, so we really appreciate all your help. We also had a few volunteers from RBC come help us tonight, so I'd like to give a nice shout out to them. And yeah, thank you. I'll draw the tickets now.
Okay, you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure it's one ticket and make sure you say the color.
All right, it's a pink/red ticket. Who's got a red ticket? It's 00084. 00084. Any winners?
If you have the winning ticket, meet me at the back. Otherwise, the winning ticket will be posted on the Victory Lane Information website and the Dirt Track website. And also a couple announcements. Next week, July 25th, is the Northern Late Model Racing Association race. There'll be it's $2,000 to win U.S. money. It's also our birthday bash. There will be cake. It's also our kids' night. There will be a draw of approximately 25 bicycles that are donated, so make sure you bring all the kids out next week. Lots of activities next week. And make sure you stay tonight. It's Red Bomb Fireworks after.
All right, congratulations. That's a big 50-50. Hang on. Oh, we have one more draw? Oh, Kids Club draw. Okay, we just got to pull a ticket out here. Here we go. Oh. That's it? Okay. This is for kids would have got these tickets? T-shirt and a hat, okay. And we need, so a kid's ticket, it's a blue ticket, 220571. Just meet up, whereabouts? At the back of the concession stand, whoever has that ticket, 220571. And the 50-50 ticket also meet behind the concessions. Oh my God.
00084. It is a red ticket.
Okay, I gotta do a lineup. Oh boy, we got a big race here now. Okay, where is our Midwest Mod lineup here? Got my glasses on. Okay, starting in the pole will be Hunter Benson in the 4, BJR. Outside him, the 15, Glenn Manning. Inside row number 2, the 44, Austin Hunter. I think I'd be in better shape. 08 Frank Veard is outside of him. 8R is Jeff Rempel. The 4B of Brendan Rehel is in the 3rd row outside. 47 of Memphis Clausen is in row number 4 inside. 16P outside Memphis in the 16P. 38 is Nick Hooper. Outside of him is the 20 of Nick Audette. Inside row 6, Ted Dole. Outside him, the 07 of Jesse McCuskey.
Inside 7th row, we have Dylan McCoggan out of St. Francis Xavier, 77X. We have 13T of Amy Todsley from Ile-des-Chênes. We have on the inside of the 8th row, Victoria Stutsky of St. Andrews, Manitoba, 24. We have number 8 of Tyler Dell on the outside. On the inside of row 9, we have 14, Edward Bell, and 16, Brendan Luchinsky. On the 10th row, we have 55, Murray Cozy, and 33A of Austin.
Inside row number 11 is the 54 of Lance Ruff. Outside of him is the 88 of Paul Veert. Inside row number 12, 4K Corey Keller. Outside is the 24 JR of Rebecca Stusky. Inside row number 13 is number 28 Jordan Friesen. Outside is the 83X. We have 26 cars on the track. This is going to be a show. Grab the edge of your seat, because that's all you're going to need on this one. Your pole setter, Hunter Benson. Here we go. Green flag is out. Hunter Benson. Glenn Manning, 1-2 right now. Austin Hunter in the 44 is in 3rd spot. Oh, the 15 of Manning hangs on to it at the top of the track, but we have a yellow, and we have a spinner in turn 3 and turn 2, so we got 2 spinners. Not sure who caused that one, but it looks like we got a lap in, and we need to get this lineup laid down to him. Ooh, some damage on the 89 there. Okay, we're going to get these cars straightened out here. So we got a lap down, 14 laps to go. Your leader is Hunter Benson in the 4B. I believe Glenn Manning should be back into 2nd spot, because I think he was in 2nd when he crossed the flag stand. The 44 should be 3rd, if I'm going by my calculations, Rick.
The lineup, I can't tell you where the lineup is, Larry. I'm not looking at the sheet right now, but if I'm going to pick a winner, and I think I might, it's going to have a 4 on the car.
A 4 on the car. Well, that narrows it down to about half the field. Okay, good pick. Don't want to take any chances out there with your dollar bet there. All right, we're going to get them lined up here. Now, I didn't see, was it just a couple of spinners there? I didn't see what happened. Rick, did you see anything?
I didn't see it, Larry. I was trying to get something else organized here, but it looks like everybody's going to be okay.
Yeah, it looks like the whole field is back on the track here. Now, they got to get this lineup done. Now, these are going to take a few minutes because you got a lot of cars. The main thing is they're trying to get about the top 10 at least lined up accurately, and then hopefully everybody else kind of falls into place.
And what they're doing right now, for any new fans that might be out there, they're telling the cars to go in a single file line. Most of the leaders are doing that, and it doesn't really matter where they're supposed to be right now. As long as they are in a single line, they will call out to them where they're supposed to be. And everything is electronically scored. They have a transponder on their car that's on the exact same position in every car. So we know up here when they cross the line and who crossed before who. So right now, the scorers up here in the tower are telling the cars, stay in single file, we will straighten you out. They are telling them one by one where to go. They have a headset in their ear. They can hear race director.
And then once we get them where they need to go, we're going to use what they call Delaware start. So the leader starts up front by himself. After that, the second place car gets to choose the high or low in the second position behind the leader. So whoever was running second, they can pick the bottom line or the top line. Now, it looks like the 15 was, according to the scoreboard, is second, and that's Manning, he chose to go to the bottom line. And it depends where your car's working well. That's a lot of times where the guys choose. And then after that, the third place car has to take the other spot, whatever that is, inside or outside. And then everybody else lines up according to how they were running. So we will start side by side except for the leader. And it looks like we're getting them all lined up here pretty good. Carl is doing a great job out there trying to get everybody organized. A little bit of a one-man band out there right now, but he seems to be getting her done. What do you got, Rick? Would you call a long shot on this race right now?
For a long shot right now, I would pick one of my very close friends, Dylan McCoggan, in the 77X. He's been driving really good lately. His car's been working good. He's just a little far back in the pack right now. But if the field thins out a little bit and he can start running the way he can, I think he will start moving up.
All right, so the 77X Rick has got as the long shot here today. And we got some fast cars up front right now, as mentioned. So the Hunter Benson will lead them. And we're going to go green here, folks, right away. And we got 14 laps to go. Hang on to your seat. Green flag is out. Side by side, going through turn 3 and 4 here. Hunter Benson in the 4 leads them down the back straightaway. The battle is for second between Hunter, Manning, and Rehill. What a battle for second. 3 wide through 1 and 2. That's what a fast track will do for you, folks. Pretty well run anywhere right now on this track, and these mods will love this track. Hunter Benson out of East St. Paul leads the race here. Manning in second in that green 15. Rehel moves up to the third spot. Hunter falls back to fourth. 60. Brendan Lashinsky in the 16. He started, Rick, way back in the 18th position. Wow. Your leaders on the back straightaway going into turn 3 now and 4. That's the number 4 and the 15 is, looks like Manning gets her into the wall a little bit there, but I don't think there's any damage. Just that right rear rubbed the wall a tiny bit. Coming up to some lap traffic now as Benson, Garrett Paul was in the 16. Sorry, he's in the 16. Running right behind Rehel. Lap traffic as the 2 leaders go by right now. Your leaders in turn 2 on the back straightaway. That's the 4 of Benson. Followed right behind by the green 15 of Glenn Manning out of Oakbank. We've got ourselves a good race out here, folks. Rehel in the 4. In third. And Garrett Paul is in that 4th position in that 16. Austin Hunter falls to the 5th spot. He's more of a dry slick racer, Austin Hunter, Eric.
Yeah, he does extremely well on dry slick tracks. I don't know that I can fault him today.
Oh, we got a bad crash in turn 3 right now. 3 cars piling. Yellow's coming out. I'm not sure who's all in there. Lashinsky? Let's take a look here. Who's all in on that one? Where's our leaders there, Rick? I'm trying to pick them up on the track here. Right, flag stand right now, your leader. We got, there's Manning in the 15, he's good. We've got Paul, Garrett Paul's good. Austin Hunter is good. We're all, our leaders are still looking good out there. All right, well, remember I said it's beer flag? Well, that's what it is. It's going to take a few minutes to clean this one up, so this is a great time to go grab yourself some more of that great food from the concession, some popcorn. You know what goes good with popcorn, Rick?
I would believe that would be beer.
Or Mike's Hard Lemonade. Those Truly drinks. Truly vodka. So we're just trying to take a look who's still on the track here for some of the cars. As we get this one straightened out, not sure what damage we have over in that corner or who the other cars are involved. All right, the 16 is moving to Lashinsky, and I'm not sure who the other car is. It's pointed this way, so I can't tell. A little bit of damage, but he looks not bad, Rick.
Yeah, the car looks okay. It's a little bit dented up. It's just sheet metal. He's waving it back and forth like that to check his steering, to see if anything feels weird or if anything is making extra noises or anything to that effect. The sheet metal doesn't bother these drivers whatsoever.
It's just cosmetic, that's all. And swerving back and forth. They're also checking that suspension, the shocks and the control arms, the sway bars, the traction bars, and just springs, and just making sure there's nothing binding. They feel something that's tight. They need to know that, because the minute they step on that throttle and that car does something it's not supposed to do, it's not good news. It can turn the car around and you can cause another yellow or another accident. So you want to make sure your car feels okay. So you do the best you can out there. You can't really see what's going on, but you can definitely feel it. So we're getting these cars lined back up here as they pull that one car. I cannot see the number on that car, but we'll see when it comes by. So Hunter Benson in the 4 still leads this one. Glenn Manning doing a great job in that second spot. The 4 of Brendan Rehil. He's another fast driver on the stickier tracks. So we'll be watching for him. 16, and that is Garrett Paul. He's another fast car on tacky. Outside of him is that the 44? Yeah, that's the 44 of Austin Hunter. So we got some real fast cars up front. We got the 08. They're also running. Put my glasses back on. That's Frank Veert. Yeah, that's another fast car out there. Wow, we got some big quick cars up here. That 95, I believe one is Heat. That's Ted Dole out of Carmen. There's still some pretty quick cars in that top, I would say in that top 10 there.
Yeah, there's some really fast cars here, Larry. Just to give the people a little bit of information here, this class, the Wasota Midwest Modified, is kind of a transition class in between your weekend drivers and leading up to your pro classes, which would be your A modifieds or your Wasota modifieds and your late model class. So what you're seeing out here is some of these guys are beginning drivers, some are still learning, some are been doing this for 20 years and know what they're doing, but it's a fun class and it's a good stepping stone to move to the pro class. Being the next class up would be A modifieds or Wasota modifieds. There's a huge horsepower difference with these B modifieds lacking about 300 horsepower compared to the A modifieds. But there's always a huge car count in the B mods, and I really like watching them. It's one of my favorite classes. I've been thinking about getting a car put together with my friend here, Larry Nebel, but there's nothing in the works yet.
Well, at least you're thinking anyways. This mod class was brought in by Wasota. So back in the day, back when me and Rick raced modifieds, way back in the early 90s, they were a 3-link modified, basically kind of what this class was designed off of. And they wanted to keep the costs down because the A mods started to get a little too pricey with the engine program and the suspension program. So they brought this class in as kind of, as Rick mentioned, a little bit of an in-between, lower cost. And a lot of guys and girls love running this class. It's very competitive. It's cost effective to some degree. Racing is not cheap no matter what, but at least you don't break the bank trying to drive one of these cars. And they race them everywhere. This class runs. Rick, I know you go to a lot of racetracks all over the U.S. Is there any track that you go to that you don't see them running?
They're called different things in different places, but usually in the northern tracks up here, it's Wasota Midwest Modifieds. There's also a sanctioning body called IMCA that runs sport mods. And down when we are in Phoenix, Arizona for the winter time, watching these exact same cars, they are called X mods down south. But they're all the same car. They kind of run the same rules. But down south, they run a different tire. They run Hoosier tire up here. And down in the south, they run an American Racer tire. It's a little bit harder. It's a different tire company, different compound. But the cars, the engines, the spoilers are all the same. These cars run a very short rear spoiler compared to the A modifieds. The A mods have a 7 or 8 inch spoiler. These run a 2 to 3 inch spoiler, I believe is the current number for that. And you'll notice it when the A mods come out. You'll see the big wing on the back of the A mods. These ones don't have that spoiler, so they're lacking that downforce on the rear end. And it looks like we're going to end up going green here next.
Yeah, we've got them lined up. Carl's got them ready to roll here. He's probably going to give them a 1 to go when they come by. Again, a lot of cars in this main event. Just got to make sure everybody has a fair chance out there. You want to give everybody their spots when you can. And I see the green in his hand. I think we might go green. I'm not sure. Oh, 1 lap to go. Okay. 1 lap to go. And yeah, this is a great class. Great fun class and very competitive. By keeping that engine program down a bit, you keep the cost down, but you also keep it really tight racing. Like it's and that's why some people say, well, the yellows come out and stuff like that. Well, they're racing door to door. They're all running the same program here, and yeah, it's hard to just win that race. You gotta drive that car to the front. Okay, we're going to go green here right away, folks. 6 laps to go. It's anybody's race out there. Green flag is out. What a battle as they come out of turn 2 here, side by side. Manning and Rehill on the outside. 2 wide, 3 wide as we go through. Oh, we got a little rub in there. Manning might have got a little out of shape. And Rehill had nowhere to go, got into him a bit, but everybody looks to be okay. We have a spinner. Oh boy. Turn bottom of turn 4, the 88 and the 16. I don't know who's getting called on this one. It's a 2 yellow flag. If you cause 2 yellows in the main event, main feature, you will go to the pits. In the heat race, you're only allowed 1 yellow, and 1 and done feature, you're allowed 1 mistake, but second one, you're done for the night. Cars are fast out there tonight, Rick, and I'm not sure if maybe it's a little different for the guys. They're not used to that.
I think that might be what it is. They're not used to this tacky track. They might be kind of overdriving their engines a little bit. I'd like to expand on what Larry was saying there about these Midwest mods. They are so identical that there's not a lot of horsepower difference between the first place car and the last place car. They are all running around 400 plus horsepower, probably around 410 to 420 horsepower, somewhere in that area. It's a very, very hard class to run in. It's meant to be cost efficient because you all have basically the same equipment allowed. You're all allowed the same engines. You're all running the same tire. You're running very identical motors. And the cars you see pulled to the front today, it's not from the engine advantage that you would see on an A mod or a late model. It's driver ability and car setup today is what counts. It's not your engine. You can have a really good B modified or a Wasota Midwest modified motor, and it's going to be almost identical to the guy that you're passing.
And setup tonight is definitely different. These guys, again, the guys and girls out there racing, running on a little bit drier track. And I don't mind tracks changing. I don't mind the tackier tracks, the dry track. It makes for great competition because drivers have to figure it out. They have to change the setups. They have to make it work. And so you see maybe somebody winning a lot on a dry slick, but yeah, they might not be winning tonight, but it opens the door for other drivers, and I really enjoy that. I like to see different winners, like to see different cars at the front.
This is the track that I like. Personally, my opinion, I like this kind of track. No dust. The fans are happy. They're not going home full of dust. The cars are fast. They are running 1 and 2 second quicker lap times with a track that has a little bit of tack to it. Some drivers may not like it, the drivers that set up for a dry track because last week or the week before was dry, if they come ill-prepared for changes, they're going to run into trouble today. But the ones at the front, like Hunter Besson is doing a very good job up at the front, so is Manning, and so is Rehill. The top 5, 6 cars, they're all doing great, so they are prepared for this. They've seen this kind of track before. Some of the drivers further back may not be happy because they wanted it dry, but this is what it is today, and this is one of my favorite tracks. When I would race on a tacky track, it was goodbye, Larry.
That's because you had that cheater motor, didn't you? Oh, you were waiting for me to bring that up, weren't you? Hey, I waited all the way through the whole night, okay? All right. We'll give you credit. You did drive that car well.
Thanks, Larry. That means everything. That means everything after telling people, the 3,000 people here that you just told I have a cheater motor. It is not a cheater motor. Let me clarify that. Right.
Only half of it was.
Right side.
The right side. All right. 6 laps to go. Beautiful night tonight. We don't have to do anything tomorrow. We're all on holiday. Everybody's on holidays here. Anybody got to work tomorrow? I don't hear nothing. I think everybody's on holiday. They took Friday off. Phone in Friday. All right. Well, you got to come back here tomorrow night anyway because you don't want to miss tomorrow night's show after tonight's show. Wow. This is... And there might even be a few more cars because Friday night is the weekend already. And we might see a few more Americans come up or some out-of-towners, Rick.
That would be nice to see. I really enjoy watching cars from out of town. Whenever I go to another track or when Larry and I were racing, we were always the ones traveling. We were the ones going to town. And they, the fans out there or the track owners or promoters, when we raced in the States, they did everything they could to help us out. They would give us hotel rooms and, you know, whatever we needed. You needed a car part, you needed a starter. They would be there. They would help you out. And I hope that our hospitality kind of makes its way to them and we can start getting some more American cars, some more Ontario cars, some more Saskatchewan cars coming from their various tracks. If we treat them well, they will bring friends. Winnipeg has a great facility here. It's one of the better ones that I travel to. And I really like seeing the out-of-town cars coming back.
Okay, Rick, I see the cone is out on the front straightaway. So what that means is basically we're running out of time on the race program on this particular race. So we are going to go to what they call a single file start now. And that cone, you cannot pass the car in front of you until you get past that cone. You can be right on their bumper, but you cannot pass until you get past that cone. This will help stretch the field out a bit. And because this particular race is running a little longer, it kind of stretches out the field and hopefully we don't get any more yellows here. Okay, we're going to be going green here right away. Watch them as they go past the cone. Here we go. Once again, the battle is your top 6 out front. I'd almost say top 8 right now, as this track is very racy. Your leader, Hunter Benson, in that 4 BJR. Wow, is he doing well? Manning is all over him in second place, and Rehel's in that 3rd spot right on Manning's butt. 16 of Garrett Paul is in that 4th spot. Dropping back a little bit is Austin Hunter in the 44. But we have a race up front. 3 laps to go. Here we go. Manning going to try to go to the bottom. See if he can make it stick. Glenn Manning's going to throw everything he can at that 4 car. Rehel's going to try to go to the outside on Manning now. Run that cushion right at that top line. See if that works. Going to keep his speed up. We got a side-by-side race for second on the back straightaway. Here comes Rehel. Riding that cushion right at the top. White flag is out. This is going to be a photo finish, folks. Oh, he does a slide jump, but he can't make it stick. Whoa, look at this, folks. Into turn 4. Woo! Hunter Benson in the 4B. Wow, what a move in turn 1 and 2 as Rehel goes to do the slide jump and couldn't make her stick. Wow, what a finish. Glenn Manning picking up 3rd spot. 16 of Garrett Paul in the 4th position. And the 44 of Austin Hunter is your top 5. What a race. Wow, I can't wait till tomorrow night, folks. This is going to be a great show once again. And I'm going to guess there's going to be a few more cars. We're going to get down there. We're going to talk to Hunter Benson and see what he has to say about that last corner, last lap move there by by Brendan Riel. All right. Hunter Benson's got the flag and he's pulling off the scale. We're going to get him down front. How about it, folks? The payout keeps going up over here at Victory Lane. $1,000 to win B Mod. Woo! Kids, I'm just going to get you all to back up, please. I need you all to back up. I need to talk to the driver, and I need to get in here. So I'm going to get you guys to stand up high here. You know what? I'm going to tell the driver he's going to give the trophy to somebody that's way at the back. So I'm going to tell him to do that, okay? So all you at the front, you're not getting the trophy. How about it, folks? We're going to get him unstrapped, get him out of the car here. Woo! What a drive tonight. He'll get all his safety gear unstrapped here. He's got his whole crew down there. Wow. Woo! Yeah, he'll come up. Just stay back here, okay? Okay. We're going to get him out of the car here right away. There's got to get all that safety gear off. Wow, what a drive on that track tonight. Helmet is off. As soon as we get him out of the car here, he's gonna, let's give him a big round of applause here. How about it, Hunter Benson? Woo! Yeah! That's just a little guy driving that car. Wow. Hunter, come on up here to Victory Lane. We want to talk to you here. Woo! What a drive out there. Now, you don't, first of all, you don't look that old. How old are you?
17.
17, folks. Hunter Benson here. And wow, I want to know there, and that last lap where Rehel did a slide job right on front of you, and you know what? A lot of guys would have panicked or whatever, but you kept your throttle on it. How'd that feel?
It was good. I got a little scared though, because he's really fast, and you know, I was just trying to stay up front. Was pushing pretty hard, but I kept it. It was good.
Well, you had a great run out there. That track was fast, obviously. What do you think of that?
I love those types of tracks. I like being to the pedal to the metal, and yeah, it's fun.
Oh, you want some sponsors you want to thank real quick?
Auto Stripe Design that does our wrap. Brett's Low Cost Auto Repair. Extreme Performance, Birdshill Store, Rantec Industrial, and of course my mom and dad. They do so much for me.
All right, congratulations. We got a kid's trophy here. Did you give it to her? Is that who you did?
She kind of grabbed it, but
oh, okay. Do you want to give it to anyone else, or she can have it? All right. Okay, thanks a lot. Oh, they want some photos here. Hold up the check. Hunter Benson, congratulations. All right, kids. I just fixed the gate. Woo! He ended up giving it to somebody at the front. So, next one. You're getting heckled. I know. I've been troops already. This guy goes, I can't win. Oh, hope that's not beer. Got lots of racing to go, folks. grab yourself some quick food here. I'm sure this concession's got lots of great food left. And of course, head over to the Wobbly Pop stand. We used to call that Larry's Liquor Locker back in the day, and Stacy's Shooter Shack. Until one day, Larry's Liquor Locker married Stacy Shooter Shack. Okay, whew. That's pretty wild out there, Rick. It's getting crazy out here. Okay, what's up next here? What's my next race? That was the Midwest Mods. What do we got next? Trucks? Is it trucks? Trucks are next? All right. Just getting the right order here, folks. Super Trucks is our next feature main event. All right, catch my breath here. I think I need some more of this Mike's Hard Lemonade. That's like some sort of a health drink, isn't it? It's got lemons in it. All right, starting on the pole in your Super Truck main event. 57 of Tyler Kachuk out of Spanisville, Manitoba. Outside of him will be Taylor Audette in the 9. Inside row number 2, 44, Rob Reese. Outside row number 2 will be the 96 of Jared Kellenuk out of Marquette. Inside row number 3 is Gary Poirier out of St. Adolphe. The 38 of Dan Clem will be outside of that row out of Dugald, and inside row number 4 will be Jamie Weir out of St. Adolphe in the 14W. The 2 of Chris Audette will be in the outside of row 4. 71 of Nico Voss will start in the 5th row inside. Outside of him will be the 27 of Hayden Audette, and at the back row will be the 20 of Mercedes Cross. This is your main event for the Super Truck class. Another doozy race coming up here, folks. These trucks love the fast track. We're going to see what this is going to look like. I just noticed we got some lights out here. Okay, all right, we're going to go green here. Green flag is out. On the back straightaway, the 96 of Jared Kelnick out of Marquette takes the lead. Whoa, has he got that moving? Here comes Dan Clement, the 38. Woo! I told you these guys are going to be fast tonight. Wow. Battle at about the 4th spot back there. Kelniak is your leader. In second is Clem in the 38. Wow, do they got these trucks hooked up tonight. Third spot is that is Chris Odette? No, that's your leader coming out of turn 4, and Clement second. I believe that third place car is Nick Voss. Trying to see the car number on it, if it's a 71. Oh, it's the 27 according to the scoreboard. That's Hayden. Hayden Audette is in the third spot in that 27. Wow, doing a great job out there. Chris Audette is in that 4 spot. Keep an eye on that 2 truck. It don't stay back there that long. But the 96 of Jared Kalinuck out of Marquette doing a great job up front. Dan Clem trying to get that first place spot, but we got some lap traffic coming up. This will throw a little monkey wrench into things. Nice smooth racing out there. Moving through the traffic nice and smooth. That 96. Jared Kalinuck out of Marquette doing a great job out front. Put the 20 of Mercedes down a lap. Dan Clem getting around the lap car. Looks like the 2 of Chris Audette moves up to that 3rd spot. Oh, something fell off on the back straightaway. I don't know if that's going to bring out a yellow or what. But we're waiting for the... Oh, yes, and the yellow does come out. We have some lights out right above the flag stand. I don't know if we've got a breaker issue. I used to climb one of those poles to fix the breakers. I'm not doing that tonight, by the way. I'm just letting you know. Just in case you're thinking that.
I was thinking that, Larry. I was going to get you up there on the flagpole. Apparently, Larry doesn't want to go up there.
I got my short shorts on today. I don't want to be climbing up there. All right, the yellow comes out. It could be for some debris on the back straightaway. Used to be the debris in turn 1, Rick. I recall lots of times that would accidentally happen. I don't know.
There was lots of debris on turn 1, turn 2, Larry, when you owned the track, and for some reason it was always when I was in the lead, there would be a call going, and it would be debris on corner 1, corner 2, and I would have to go back 1 spot for some reason. I don't know. Larry, I think, had it out for me at that time, but we're friends now.
Hey, just trying to keep the racing interesting, okay? It could have been debris. It's hard to say. All right, 96. Jared Kalinuck out of Marquette is your leader. Dan Clem in the 38 in second. The 2 of Chris Audette moves into that 3rd spot. The 20 of Mercedes Cross, I believe, is she... No, sorry, the 05 is... Let me get look at the scoreboard here. 05 is in the 4th spot, and that's Jerry Poirier. And a 57 is in the 5th position. That's Tyler Kachuk out of Spanisville. The 14 of Weir is in the 6th position. Is that 6? Yeah. And the 20, there's the 20 of Mercedes is in 7th position, and 8th position is the 09, and that is Taylor Audette. All right, we're just getting them lined up here. Yeah, that light needs to get repaired. Whatever's going on there, it's pretty dark right there, and that's the wall's right there, flag stand's right there, so it needs to get that looked at. I'm not sure what happened there. But as the days get a little shorter, unfortunately, it's going to start getting darker a little quicker. Okay, I believe we are going to go green here. I see Carl's got the green flag. It's out, and the cone is out. No passing till the cone. Dan Clement at 38, trying to chase down Jared. We have a race up front here, folks. The top 3 here. And those are all 3 fast trucks out there right now. 4 laps to go. This is not over, this race. Dan Clem is not going to give up yet. And I don't believe Chris Odette is going to give up. He's won a lot of races with that too. Jared Kalinuk out of Marquette still leads, but Dan Clem is pushing it a little bit harder into the corner as we're going to come to 2 laps to go as they come past the flag stand. Dan Clem is right on his tail. I'm not sure if he knows he's there, but I'm sure he's going to hear him right away if he's not. Clem tries to go to the bottom. Let's see what he does in turn 3 here. Clem stays a little low. Kalinuk goes a little high. 1 lap to go. We've got a race in the trucks here. And Clem has 1 last shot. He's going to chuck it in at turn 3 here and see if it sticks. But it doesn't look like he can get her done. Your winner. Oh! We've got hit a tire. And wow, your winner, Jared Kalinuk out of Marquette in that 96. Wow, what a race. Dan Clem picking up the 2nd spot. The 05 actually moves into 3rd after Chris Odette hit the tire there. And that is Jerry Poirier in the top 3. 57 is 4th. And that's Tyler Kachuk. And the 5th spot is the 02, or the number 2 of Chris Audette. Wow, another great race. And we still got more to go. We got 8 mods and late models yet to go, Rick. We got a big show. All right, back on down. Here he comes, Jared Kalinuk in the 96 with the flag on the front straightaway. We're going to get him out of the car, folks. Out of the truck. All right, kids, I'm going to get you to back up again a little bit here for me. I know I said I was going to get the trophy to somebody at the back. I'm going to try that again. We're going to get Jared Kalinuk out of the truck here. As soon as he gets all unstrapped here. All right, he's just getting, there he is, folks, how about it? Woo! We're gonna get Jared up here and into victory lane, and we're gonna talk to him about that fast truck today. Come on up here, Jared. Woo! Oh, there's your son came to see you. Big hug for Dad here. All right. Jared, fast. Oh, watch yourself. There's a fast. No, just hang on. Fast track out there today. Fast track out there today, and here, Rick, you can stop him. And that truck looked real good.
Yeah, it handled really well. I don't know. I didn't know what was going to happen after the intermission there, I guess, but it stayed tacky, and we didn't mess up too much on the setup. So.
You know what? It feels humid out, so I'm guessing the moisture stayed into the track, obviously, and it looks. Is it greasy or is it sticky out there?
It's not too greasy. It's more. It's kind of rough in the middle there between, both corners, but just trying to go through it and stay high and get around it. So.
Well, the truck looked real good. Got a little ponies under the hood there, and you kept in the lead there enough and pulled this one off. You got some sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank 261 Hair Company, McCoggan Builders, and Zap Electric, and Modown Race Engines.
All right. Now there's a...
It's my family too, my wife and Chris, both Chris's, everyone that helps me in the shop. So it's it's a team effort.
You got the right team helping you there. They're good. Congratulations. Now you got a kids trophy, and I told the kids that you would give it to one of the kids way at the back. All right? So you go through the crowd and you find some kid way at the back. There you go. See? Pays to stand back. I told you guys. Congratulations, Jared. Another great race. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Yeah, you want to take, that's your... Yeah, Otto, come on. Okay, watch your step. Swan's coming back up.
Okay.
Just stay here.
Yep. Okay. Come on, guys. Thank you. Come on. Say thank you, sir. We'll come back in. If that's okay.
All right, they're just going to do some quick pictures here. And, well, Rick, we got to get back to work. You didn't want the trophy?
It's yours.
Yeah. I think we're going to have to come up with a better idea for these trophies. We used to do pick the winner contest where the kids would enter a draw at the shirt shack, put their name down, and then we just pick the name up in the tower. And that kid would get the trophy. So we'll see if we can work on some stuff here.
I tell you what, Larry, if anybody knows me, I worked in a maximum security jail for the last 15 years. I wasn't scared at the jail. I was scared down there. Those kids, those kids, they could be a handful. I'm glad they're enjoying themselves. Some of those kids may be race car drivers in the future, and I welcome you all here.
That is true. A lot of these young kids and the parents out there, they used to race, and their kids get into racing, and you've seen it tonight. We had some fast racers out there, and they're young guys, young girls out there racing, and yeah, they can drive race cars, making us old guys look bad. Okay, now next on the lineup, Rick, you're going to love this one. It's the main event for the Wasota Mods A-Mods. And as you were talking earlier about the horsepower, these things are going to be fast on this track tonight. So it'll be very interesting to watch this.
Yeah, tonight you guys, I'll give you my pick, which may or may not come out. But guys that can specialize on this kind of track would be, my guess would be Rick Delane is going to do very well here. He's in the #1 A-Mod, and he's starting in the second row. That would be somebody to keep an eye on here. Another one, Ward Emery, #10. He can be really fast. I would keep an eye on him also.
All right, here's your lineup as they line up here. The E3 of Ethan Friesen on the pole. Outside of him is the 4 JR Cameron Brown. Inside row #2, Sean Tunis in the 39. The 1R Rick Delane outside of him. Inside row #3, Jeff Davies in the 85. Outside is the 15 of Tony Canold. Inside row 4, the 81 of Jordan Duray. 10W Ward Emery outside of him. The 48 of Jerome Gio inside row 5. Outside is the 12 of Tony Casey. Inside row #6, 32C Curtis Stay out of, I can't even say that name, Ontario. #9, Lee McRae out of Marquette. Inside row #7, Tevin Paluco out of Tyndall, Manitoba. And outside of him will be the 16 of Brendan Lashinsky. And picking up the back end in the 99 will be Brody Strachan out of Devlin, Ontario. So we got some Americans out there. We got some Ontario guys out there. South Dakota. Wow. Minnesota. We got them from all over here. We got a good race happening. And the green flag will be coming out here right now. battle up front between the 39. And the 3 of Friesen. Whoa, what a battle. Oh, they did a little rubbing there in turn 1. Tunis pulls out Friesen, hangs in there and says, oh, no, you don't. Sean Tunis in the 39. Friesen in the 3. What a race into turn 1. Here he goes again. I'll just give you a little tap there. Oh, what do we got going on here? Oh, we're staying green. Wow, what a race out there. Sean Tunis in the 39. Ethan Franson in the 3. Ward Emery in the 10, right behind him. Rehel in the 4. Rick Delane, I think, is in the 5th spot there right now. Those are 5 fast cars on a fast racetrack. Rick Delane goes around Rehel, picks up the 5th spot here now. 4th. That's a lap car there. Well, it's hard to keep track of these races. They're fast. Emery tries the bottom line here on Friesen. Rick Delane coming up from, now he's in 4th spot, and he's got the loud pedal pushed right to the floor, I can tell you. Tunis continues to lead this one with 8 laps to go. Sean Tunis, your leader. Ethan Friesen in 2nd. Emery in 3rd. Rick Delane in the 4th spot in the 1. Oh, Rick. Looked like he might have hooked something there. I'm not sure. Emery side by side on Friesen as they go into turn 3 here. Let's see if Friesen can keep it high and what we call handsome up there. Oh, Emery shows him a little right rear fender. Oh, we got a car in turn 3 and 4 slowing up. This might bring out the yellow. I do believe it will. He's stopping at the top of turn 4. That's going to cause a yellow. Wow, there's some fast racing out there, Rick.
It is incredibly fast here tonight, Larry. I love watching these cars. I love watching the A-mods. They have so much horsepower. They make a whole bunch of racket, and man, are they fast. And like I was saying earlier, the guys with motor are going to be up at the front. It is an extremely fast racetrack tonight. There's a bit of a hole developing between corner 3 and 4. Most of the drivers are missing it, but I see a driver catch it every now and then. Hopefully it doesn't affect the outcome of the race. Ward Emery's doing exceptionally well. Rick Delane and Jordan Duray are doing very well. It's expected from these guys. They're top-notch guys with top-notch equipment, and it's going to be a heck of a 5-lap race.
Yeah, this will nicely tighten up the field now, which, of course, makes it a little more interesting. Great for the fans. Not saying the racers like it that much because you're out front, you don't want that yellow, but it sure adds to the entertainment of the show as we'll tighten it up here. We got 5 laps to go. This will bring out the cone, so we do use the cone when we get 5 laps or less, so it will be a single file start. But they will be bumper to bumper when they start this race. So it's still anybody's game out there. You're right. I'm looking at Ward Emery out there, and that 10, who does very well on dry slick, is making it work real well out here tonight. I was kind of trying to figure out what the track was doing because I used to prepare the track here and that, and the moisture tonight, it's humid, and with that humidity, it tends to keep the moisture in the track more, or tends to even bring the moisture out. So it's not necessarily track preparation that's doing it. It's a lot of times it's the air that's the type of evening it is. So we just happen to have one of those humid nights, keeping it nice and tacky. One nice thing, no dust.
That's the part I love, Larry. No dust. Awesome. If any of the fans are wondering what the drivers might be thinking right now, when you get a yellow flag like this, you tend to check over things. You're looking at your gauges. You're looking at your oil pressure, fuel pressure, coolant temperature, oil temperature. You're checking everything. You're checking your seat belts. You're checking your harness. You're hoping your communication system still works with the tower. You're looking at your position on the leaderboard. You're being told what to do from race director. It's all of these things going on. It's not just simply driving around and waiting to go racing again. There's a lot going on even under a yellow flag. Some of these drivers, they get into a roll and they just get going.
All right, we're going to go back green, folks. Green flag is in the air. Single foul till you pass the cone. Sean Tunis continues to lead us, but Ward Emery is all over him. The battle, look at this battle for, looks like third spot here. Wow. 81 Adol and Friesen and the 1R of Rick Delane. Oh, look at us. We got a battle for the lead on the back straightaway. Ward Emery pulls out into the lead. Oh, he hooks a little bit of a rut there, and here comes Tunis coming right back at him. Wow. What a race. 3 laps to go. Emery goes to the bottom. Tunis at the top. Side by side out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway. This one is not over yet. Emery slides to the top. Tunis tries the bottom again. A little bit of peekaboo out there. 2 laps to go. Tunis Emery putting on a clinic. Emery sneaks a bit of a lead here. Tunis, oh, he caught that little bit of a hole, as Rick mentioned, in turn 3. A little bit of a soft spot there. Battle for thirds continues here as we're on the final lap. Ward Emery in the lead in the 10, and I don't think Tunis is going to get her back here. Emery takes a little bubble, but he's going to hang on for it. How about it, folks? Ward Emery in the 10. Sean Tunis, 39. Ethan Friesen in the 3. Rick Delane picks up the 4th spot. And the 81 Adol in your top 5. Wow, what a main event. And your Wasota modifieds. And Emery says, I'm just going to do one more lap for good time measure here. Woo! Another great race. Well, folks, we got one more race after this, the late model feature. So we got 2 more. Oh, we got the 4-cylinders too. Sorry, almost forgot about those. We got the late models and 4-cylinder races coming up. And fireworks. Don't forget, we got fireworks. Stick around. Remember, it's phone in Friday tomorrow, so don't worry about work. Just say Larry told you it was okay to not show up. Everybody blames it on me anyway. Hard to see here. All right, we're getting Ward Emery off the scale here. We'll bring him on front. And I do see the flag. Yes, there he is, folks. Ward Emery. All right, kids, I'll get you to back up again. I'm going to get Ward to give that trophy to somebody near the back, so you want to back up. All right, we got to get down here. Nobody can be in this area here. Off limits. I'm bringing my security guard, Rick Wozni, with me. All right, we're going to get Ward Emery out of the car here. We'll just get him unstrapped. That was a great run. Ward, I believe, started way back in about the 8th spot and made his way. What do we got? $1,000 to win. Nice. Ward, you're in the money today. Making money racing. Let's get him out of the car and let's give him a big round of applause as soon as he gets out of there. How about it, folks? Ward Emery. Okay, I'm going to stand out here. You keep the kids in there. Woo! Come on, Ward. You can fix the car tomorrow. We got all night. You probably burnt off that right rear. Don't worry about it. No, it was sticky. It's probably still brand new. Come on up here. Woo! Congratulations, Ward. Now, I know this. I told somebody at the back you would give it to. Way at the back, because they're all lining up here. So you got to wait. Ward, now, I know this isn't exactly your type of track, but you look real good out there.
Yeah, this new MB Customs, that's pretty good. Whether it's rough, wide open, or slick, it just works. The harder you drive it, the better it is. Wears you out. Yeah, not necessarily my cup of tea out there tonight, but whatever, it is what it is, and everything's mostly in one piece. We got to check all the shocks and check all the nuts and bolts for tomorrow, and we'll be back to see you guys tomorrow night. Awesome crowd, by the way. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah. No, it's got to be. I know both me and Rick used to race mods back in the 90s and that, and we just loved those fast tracks. It had to be fun hanging it out there using all that 700 or 800 horse out there.
It's fun, but I'm getting old, man. It's hard on the body. Yeah, he still says I look young. That's good.
You got some sponsors you want to thank, Ward?
Yeah, Rubber Ducky Crockett's up in the stands here somewhere, I hear. So, Keith Cartage, McCoggan Builders, Miller Engines, Adams Engines, Emery Demolition, MB Custom, CMD Shocks, Dirty Bodies by RJK, Cousins Lubricants. I mean, the list goes on and on. Emery Demolition. I said that one already. Jerry's down in the pits there. Andrea's at home watching, at the lake. She's spoiled right now, but she could be here. And yeah, Chris helps. He just won the truck race with his guy Jared there, I think I heard. So it's been a good night for everybody.
Good night. Well, congratulations, Ward. You can give your trophy to somebody way at the back there. Way at the back.
I've been shipped to the back.
Okay. Let's go make sure these kids. Good job.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys. All right.
Straight to the bottom of the barrel. That's all it was. They couldn't find anybody. Later.
Uh-oh, smoke break. Okay, not last call for alcohol. There's still beer there's got to be lots of beer left. It's pretty hot out tonight. Woo, she's humid. Concession's still open. Grab yourself some more food if you want. Grab yourself some drinks at the vendor. And up next is, I believe, the late model main event is what's next. And we will get you that lineup in about a minute here. All right, don't forget, folks, there's fireworks yet tonight, so stick around. Kids, you got any school tomorrow, do you? Or did you get one of those summer school programs and you kind of didn't do too good? Huh? So now you got to pay for the summer program. Uh-oh. Okay, our late model main event. I'm guessing that's what we're doing, late models, right? Okay, they're going to line up like this. On the pole will be Jeff Pritchard in the number 1. Outside of him will be the 11 of Shane Holden. Outside of, or inside next row will be the 57 of Kevin Sexton. Outside of him will be the 5G of Scott Greer. Inside row number 3 will be the 71F of Leo Filius. And outside of him will be the 29 of Ryan Kurlach. I'm really curious who's going to win this race, because this track is fast. These late models work well on the drier type tracks. It'll be very interesting to see. And they've got a lot of horsepower under the hood of those cars. Like Rick was saying, late models are probably running up around the 800 horsepower range. So just to get in comparison, that little 4-cylinder that you drive maybe has 200 horse. This has 4 times that power. And it weighs probably, I would say, maybe even less weight than what your little car weighs. So going to be a fast race. Jeff Pritchard's going to show them around. Carl Mulder is our flagman, and he's going to give them the green as they come around here. Shane Holden outside the pole. Here we go. Green flag is out. Holden holds it all the way into turn 1, and he's gone down the back straightaway. Scott Greer in a 5. Hot on his tail as he goes into turn 3 here. Wow, look at these cars moving. They're going to have some wicked lap times out here tonight. Holden keeps the loud pedal to the floor. Scott Greer is on him like white on rice. A little bit of a hole there in turn 3, and that's kind of throwing a little wrench into things. Sexton in the 57 in second spot. Holden keeps it down as he leads this race. Scott Greer in that 5. Cars are bouncing a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit going to be a bit hard on the shocks with some of the dips out there. And that's just because of the high moisture in the air tonight. Eleven of Holden continues to lead this. Scott Greer in the 5. Looking to try to make his way around that 11. Sexton in the 3rd spot. Our top 3 is kind of pulled away a bit from the field. And we've got a yellow. I'm not sure what the yellow's for. I lost my assistant. I think he went for a smoke break. Hope he brings us up a Mike's Hard Lemonade when he comes back up. That was kind of a hint. Oh, he's back, but no Mike's Hard Lemonade. Holden, your leader. Scott Greer is right on him, Rick, but this track, it's unreal fast. And it's, of course, now that being this fast, it's got a couple of soft spots out there, and it's bouncing the cars around a little bit, and it's throwing a little wrench into a bit of the driving style out there.
These drivers are all used to this, Larry. They've seen tracks like this before, especially 57 Kevin Sexton and Scott Greer, number 5. They've both seen this many, many times. They will excel at this race. My pick for this one, Scott Greer.
Well, he does look real good out there, but I'll tell you, the 11 of Holden is unreal fast right now. So I'm going to stay with Holden in the 11, and but I'm not going to count out Sexton. Sexton's a veteran out there. He's raced back in the day when these tracks were real fast like this, so he knows what it's like also. So yeah, this will be an interesting finish. Anyone knows? I'm going to say that top 3. I think anyone in that top 3 there. All right, we're going to go green here right away. There we go. Holden stays to the top line. Sexton tries that bottom line. Here goes Greer. Wow, what a race. Sexton moves at the second spot. Oh, and he hangs in there. Scott Greer picks that top line now, so does Sexton. Holden continues to lead this in the 11. He looks very smooth out there, Rick.
They all look good, Larry. All three of those cars, any one of them can win. I'm kind of excited to see what the next 9 laps are going to hold for these 3 guys.
Shane Holden in the 11. Leads him out of turn 4. Sexton had a little bit of a mess up there with possibly a dip in the track. The other thing that happens too, Rick, is these rear suspensions, you've got to keep them loaded. And the minute they unload, that car wants to go the other direction.
What Larry means by unload, everyone, is on throttle. You have to keep these cars, you have to keep your foot in the gas. Once you take your foot off the gas, the cars will settle and they start to behave a little bit differently. So when you load the car, you're on the throttle and you'll see that left rear end of the car kick up. That's car under load.
Wow, this battle continues to be for first place. Shane Holden holding off Scott Greer, but not by much. Scott is throwing everything at him here. This is not over yet. Side by side, look at this down the front straightaway. 5 laps to go. Holden in the top line. Greer in the bottom. Ho, ho. Oh! Holden goes off the track just slightly and opens the door for Greer. One little mistake. Oh! Driving it like they stole it out there, Rick.
Well, hopefully he didn't steal it. I think Scott Greer actually paid for that car. He's got a problem now. He's pulling off on the track. What a disappointing moment for Scott Greer. Some kind of mechanical failure on the back straightaway.
Tough break for Scott Greer in the 5 as it brings out the yellow. Something, it's still moving, Rick. I don't know. It could be a suspension issue. Could bend the shock. Who knows? I'm not sure what he senses out there. If he's going to leave the track or... Yeah, he's leaving the track. Something's happened. Not sure what. I don't see a flat tire or anything. Well, Holden moves back into that first position, and second will be Sexton. I don't know if Greer can get back onto the track. I'm not sure what the issue is. They're just waiting to hear from the officials in the pit area. Late models don't exactly like a super fast track. They're more of a dry slick. They run a much bigger tire than everyone else. They have the horsepower, but they have that big tire that works for them.
Just a little bit of a story here, folks. When I was younger and racing, Scott Greer was really young. Scott Greer from the number 5 that just left the track. He was just a young fella. He was about 8 years old, and they would follow me around racing. And when I won a championship in 1995 in Hallock, Minnesota, I took Scott Greer on my lap in my A-Mod and took him for 1 lap around the track. The track owners didn't like it. I almost got suspended, but that helped Scott Greer kind of put the bug in Scott Greer for racing, and that little ride around the track probably helped him out and got him really interested in racing. I see he's pulling back out on the track now, so he's definitely going to be a threat from, I'm assuming, 4th position. So good luck to everybody out there, and good luck, Scott.
Wow, that's good to see Scott back on the track here. This is going to be great 4 laps here. I know there's only 4 cars out there, but this is going to be a great race to the finish, especially with Scott starting in 4th now, and he's not going to stay there. He's a great driver. He's got a good car. Maybe not quite his type of track, but he knows how to win races, no matter what you race on. All right. We are going 4 laps to go. They will get the green right in the middle of turn 3 and 4. Here we go, green flag. Sexton goes to the bottom as Holden keeps that top line. Here comes Greer. Guys are trying to avoid that little hole in turn 3. Sexton hanging on to that second spot. Greer. 3 laps to go here. Shane Holden in 11, keeping it in that kind of that top line there. Looks pretty smooth up there. It's working for him, so he's the leader. He can drive wherever he wants. Everybody else has to find a different spot to get around him. Kevin Sexton, moving up a little bit on him there. And this is 1 lap to go. Oh, we're going to get the checkered here. This is it. Last chance, turn 3 and 4. Shane Holden's going to pick up the win in the 11. Kevin Sexton in second. And Scott Greer in the 5 third. And Jeff Pritchard finishing 4th. For only a few cars, Rick, that was a great race.
That was a good race. I'd be really curious to find out what happened there, that 5 had to leave the track, but it was an excellent race for Holden. With 4 cars, that's the best you're going to see with 4 cars.
All right, we're going to go back down front and talk to our winner real quick, and then we have a quick 4-cylinder race up next, and fireworks will be coming up.
Oh, I'm scratching my back. Can you help me down?
So I was just talking with Gary Fogg here, and he's telling us of just doing just under or just over 17-second lap out there. And that's almost, this is a big track. It's almost a half mile at the top of the track. That's pretty fast out there. We put that into miles per hour, they're doing about 100 out there. Shane Holden, one happy camper, I'll tell you. That's kind of a noisy race car. Oh, they all are. Well, I got my hearing aids in, that's why it's loud. Just got to get that car cooled down. They're running hot tonight. They're using all their horsepower. We're going to get Shane out of the car here right away. Get him unstrapped there. His dad Sean there helping him out. Great run there. Wow. That was a fast car tonight. Holden family goes all the way back, racing as far as I can remember. And as soon as we get Shane out of the car here, you guys give him a big round of applause. There he is. How about it, Shane Holden? Woo! We're going to get Shane over here. Get him out of the car. He's a little worn out, I think. Barely stand. Come on, Shane, we'll get you over here. Great run. Oh, here, let me help you there. There you go. Way to go, Shane. Wow. That was some fast track out there, and that was some fast driving.
Wow, yeah. It was for sure hammer down tonight. It's been a while since we've been able to, really put the gas down like that, get off the brake. We've been running a bunch of slick tracks all year. I got a good car in the mud. We are always never worried when there's a little bit of traction in the racetrack. I was getting really tight at the end there as the race went on, just kind of thing. But I got to give a huge shout out to my crew tonight, everybody down there, Dad, Todd, Ashley, my girlfriend. Huge shout out to you for staying with me all this time. Todd, Barry, Justin's here. Alyssa couldn't make it tonight, and huge shout out to my mom down there too. Without these guys, wouldn't be possible at all. We've just been really spending a lot of time on the car. We're probably up to about 10, 12 hours a week right now, just working between suspension and shocks, and paid off tonight, baby.
Oh yeah, that was great. Great run, and you had some sponsors out there?
Yeah, I got a huge shout out. Union Insurance, Shadows Auto, Fleet Supply, Trish Reynolds, Gotta Go, Porta Potties, and Can-Am Automotive. If there's one thing I've wanted to win since the day I started racing, it's a big check. And tonight we got her done, folks.
All right. Shane, you give a trophy whoever you want. Yeah. All right. Congratulations, Shane. Excellent drive, excellent car. You're looking good.
Yeah, hopefully everybody can come back tomorrow night, and hopefully we'll see you up here again same time. Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Where did it go? What was that? Oh. We'll get it later. All right, congratulations, Shane, holding his dad there, Sean, helping him out. What a great drive. Nice to see some new guys winning. That car was fast tonight. So we got some 4-cylinders coming up right away. I believe it's a 12-lap feature. Appreciate everybody sticking around. I'm going to let... where's my co-announcer, Rick Wozni? Can you handle those 4-cylinders up there, Rick? I gotta go to the bathroom. Where are they? Are there some? No, right here. Making me wait. All right. Okay, 4-cylinder class is up right now, and this is how they will line up. On the pole will be the 71 of Maduke Mulholland. Sorry. Outside of Maduke will be the, get my glasses back on, 88W of Dustin Wolk. Inside row number 2 of the 07, this is Aiden McCuskey. Outside of Aiden will be the 17 of Camilla Mulholland. And inside row number 3 will be Derek Poirier in the 25. Outside of him will be Robin Knapp and in the 22. And out inside the next row, the 15 of Mike Demchuk. Mike Demchuk still racing. All right. And the Mulhollands, well, Jim Mulholland used to race here at the Speedway for years. I believe that's all his kids racing. That's what you get to do when you're a dad. You get to get your kids out racing. So you keep spending money. All right, we got 12 laps up on the board. These are a 4-cylinder class. This is a beginner class. They run, well, a 4-cylinder. Standard transmission. I don't think there's any automatics. I don't think you're allowed to do a lot to these things. I think they have to stay fairly stock. They're running around that 200 just over 200 horsepower. Not a lot more than that. You can't make much more out of that out of a 4-cylinder without adding a big turbo or something to it. So, turbo not allowed. So, on the pole, 71 of Maduke Mulholland. Outside of Maduke is Dustin Walk in the 88, and we are going green. Oh. '71 of Maduke. Mulholland in the lead. Here comes 17. That's Camilla Mulholland. So the two girls out front. Both are Hollands. As they lead, this car's almost identical. Duke Mulholland leads this race. The 15, that's the 17 is in the lead. See, I gotta look at my number. 17 is Camilla Mulholland. Camilla. Mulholland is in the lead in the 17. Right behind the running mate of the 15. Spinner in turn 1 and 2. Nope, still going. We're all good. The race is for first place. Remember, folks, we're back here tomorrow night. Same start time, 7 o'clock. Another big show. Going to be possibly even more cars showing up, so there might be some more extra, those Midwest mods. 2 more late models might be showing up. I know they're not running in Grand Forks tomorrow night, the late models, so we might see some Americans coming up. Street stocks aren't running in Grand Forks, so that'll bring up some more streets, I'm sure. So I think we'll have a bigger show tomorrow night.
Hopefully, Larry, we'll have a bigger show tomorrow. We have a spinner in turn 4. Yellow flag is out.
Well, Rick, thank you for helping me out tonight. Rick Rosny here joining me as kind of a color commentary up here. Hopefully you can help, what's his name out tomorrow night? Duncan McPhail. I don't think he knows a lot about cars. Well, maybe Daryl Hines could help him out. He might need a little help, but I appreciate you coming and helping out tonight. It was great working with you up here. Nice to hang out and talk racing.
Yeah, it was fun, Larry. Thanks for having me here with you. I probably haven't missed more than 1 or 2 races since this track is opened. I was here as a teen. I was here as a young adult racing, and now as an old man, I'm sitting in the tower getting to chit chat with my old friend Larry. We've been friends for, I don't even know, 30, 35 years. Larry and I have been friends. We met through racing, and we are still here today talking about racing.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun back in the early 90s when we raced mods and that all over the U.S. and Langdon and Hellock and all those tracks. We're going to go back to green here. Here we go, folks. '17 of Camilla Mulholland in the lead. The 5th. Oh, sorry, here. Let me see. 17, yeah. The 15. Oh, that's Mike Demchuk in the 15. Sorry, I was calling the wrong car number in the 15. There was Mike Demchuk in second spot. Holland, Demchuk, 1, 2. The 07. That is Aiden McCluskey out of New Bothwell. And then there's the 71 of Maduke Mulholland in 4th spot. Wow, we got a bit of a battle here for first, Rick. Side by side, turn 1 and 2. Lap car right in front of him. Try to squeeze by, nice run. Kind of putting on a bit of a show here. Kamiya takes the lead. Here comes Demchuk. Mike Demchuk in the 15. I wonder what they think of this fast stacky track. They probably got that, every little pony of that car is being used right now, I'll tell you. Maybe they dropped a gear. Got them pinned out at about 9,000 RPM. '17 of Kamiya Mulholland leads this one. Look at this battle here. It's top 3. 2 laps to go. Demchuk in second. The 07 of Aiden Mikuski is in third. Yeah, good little race for the first, second, and third here. Demchuk trying to take the high line. Now the low line. Trying to do any line out there. Here he goes to the bottom now. Kamiya hanging on to that lead. And Mike Demchuk throwing everything at her. Wow, what a race. Here we're coming through the flags. 17 of Kamiya Mulholland picks up the win. Second place goes to Mike Demchuk in the 15, and third to the 07 of Aiden Mikuski. All right, we're going to quickly talk to him because they don't have to scale. So Kamiya Mulholland, I'm going to go talk to her real quick here. Rick will meet me down there with the trophy and the check. And then I'm told the fireworks are going to start right now. So we're just going to get these cars off the track and the fireworks. So relax, enjoy the show. They're going to kill the lights probably. We're going to get Kamiya out of the car here and just do a quick. How about it, folks? Kamiya's out of the car. Kamiya Mulholland. Woo! Come on over here, Kamiya. Where's your dad, Jim? I thought he'd be here before you. No, I am getting your name right. It's Kamiya. Kamiya. There we go. Congratulations. What'd you think out there?
That was so much fun. I saw Mike coming and I was freaking out. I was screaming inside the car. It was so much fun.
He was all over you. Like I was going, wow, and you were doing a great job. Just keeping your line, keeping your cool out there. This is, I don't know how many times you've won. Is this one of your first wins or?
This is the second one here.
Oh, congratulations. Great job out there. You want to thank some people? Well, here comes Daddy. Oh, no, it's Mike. Mike Demchuk. The young girl showing him how it's done. Who do you want to thank out there?
My mom and dad for helping me out. My brother, he built me a new fender last night. He was up till like 1:30 in the morning. It was great. All of my sponsors, I can't remember them. Just everybody who helps me out.
Congratulations once again, big win. That little trophy is to whoever you want to give it to here in the crowd. And it's crazy up here. Okay, congratulations. There's your dad there, Jim. Congratulations. All right, take care and watch the fireworks, guys. Enjoy yourselves. Once again, we'll see the full program again tomorrow night. Back here, 7 o'clock start time. My name's Larry Nebo. Thanks again for coming out. We'll see you tomorrow night. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Red Bomb Fireworks, the official sponsor of the fireworks here at Victory Lane. We need another mic. We're going to the vendor. Woo, what a show! Red Bomb Fireworks. Great show they're putting on. What a show! Thank you very much, Red Bomb Fireworks, for supplying the fireworks and official fireworks sponsor here. Folks, drive safe home. We'll see you tomorrow night. Be careful on your way out. And remember, do not drink and drive. We'll see you tomorrow.